time where evil staring in your face. Yeah. Problem situations, tragedies are commonplace. Persecution running rampant, it makes you wanna lose your faith. Yeah. But please don't be discouraged. Just remember he's the way. Yeah. Let your light shine. So that may see the light that lives in me. Gave his son so the world it's in him who should believe. Everybody shout! Even from the mountain, even in the valley low. I'm not saying I'm not ashamed. He did a secret. God, the whole world knows. Listen, I get so excited at the mention of his name. Yeah. Said there's no way that I can hide it. It's written all over my face. So tell me who else would love me after all the wrong I've done. So don't expect me to keep quiet. I'm about to lose control. Yeah. So it's the light shine. So that it may see the light man that lives in me. That gave it son so the world it's in him. Hey, everybody sing to it. I'm not ashamed. So they can't get rid of secret. Gotta let the whole world know. Yes, sir. Everybody shout it with me. Say, hey. So they can't get rid of secret. Gotta let the whole world know. Hey. So they gotta tell it. Say tell it. Say he's the King of kings and the Lord of lords. Say tell it. Say tell it. Prince of peace. Full of everything. Said no more weeping, no more crying. Said it gave me the victory. I'll tell the world. This joy I have, the world didn't give it. This joy I have, so the world can't take it away. Say tell it. Say tell it. If God's been good to you, you gotta lift your hands. You gotta lift your voice. Tell the world how he brought you through. Say that I'm not ashamed. Jump, 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 up, jump up and get down. Jump, 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 jump up, jump up and get down. Jump. Tell somebody, tell everybody, we're not ashamed. Yeah.
Now if you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, go and get your stride. Now who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the grooves get good, don't right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. Venom, evil, it's all good things. Lord, I love you, so I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. My eyes can
Lord, open up doors. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I would get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet. Don't fail me now.
Tell you like I am, by faith, by faith. Oh Lord, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, say I am, I'm walking. When my eyes can't get it right, will be my guide. Oh yeah, I'll follow. When I don't understand, I surrender to your plan for me. Anybody else going? Yeah, I say I am. Can I get a witness? I'm walking. Wherever you may lead. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. By faith. Sing. Get grandmama now. Go ahead, get Papa. I'm walking.
What's up? I hope everybody's all right. Hope y'all doing good on today. Hold on, I'm trying to get my camera going. There it is. Oh, snap. As y'all can see, I'm clearly on the move on today. I'm in the car. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let's do a check. Let's see if y'all can hear me. I'm trying to move some stuff around. I'm trying to drive. I hit some traffic. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's do this. All these buttons I gotta push on the phone is different than the computer, my God. There we go. Hey family, what's up, y'all? Y'all, I am on the move today. Hold on a second. I've been talking about it. You're locked in with Zeke live in the morning. This is a great way to start your day, and I'm telling y'all, oh, y'all cool, y'all can hear me. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Hey, Aunt Regina. Yo, Auntie, I got to get the cake and key before you leave. I got to call you. I'm on my way to Springfield right now. But hey, y'all, this is Zeke Lock. You're locked in right now with Zeke Live in the morning. And I told y'all this is a great way to start your day. And I'm starting my day on the highway, actually a little bit later than I should have been started. I hit some traffic that was pretty bad getting in here. I don't know what that was all about. And then getting out of Indiana, there's these drawbridges and trains and all that stuff. So I've had a kind of a morning, but we're getting there, we're going. I've been telling y'all about this day of advocacy that we're doing with Live Free Illinois. Y'all see I got my Live Free t-shirt on. Yeah. So I've been talking about this Live Free Day of Advocacy down in Springfield. If you're in Chicago, if you're in Illinois, and that's too late now. The bus done already left. I'm driving, obviously. I'm not riding the bus right now, but yeah. So it's too late to go now, but you can definitely keep seeing thoughts and prayers. You can definitely make sure to send some positive energy our way as we advocate for getting people to the healing justice that they deserve, as well as, ending permanent punishments, making sure to give people a clean slate and a clean chance, man. I'm telling y'all, we got to make sure that we're standing up for our community. We got to make sure we're advocating for our community. So we have to make sure to be doing those things. Like I told y'all all the time, I tell it all the time, if you're not sitting at the table, then you best believe you're on the menu. So that's what we're doing today. We're advocating. So thank y'all for those who have supported. Thanks for those who turning out. I know we got some folks that's on the bus. We got some folks that's, I know. So I want to thank y'all for those who are advocating on behalf of that community. It's not always the easiest work to do. It's not always the most lucrative work to do. It's not even always the most, even the most forgiving work to do. Sometimes it's hard. It's tough on your body. It's tough on your mental. But we still got to do it. We still got to stand up, leave legacy for the next generation. So that's what we about today. That's what we're doing. So I'm just be straight up with y'all. I'm bring Eric to the stage in a minute here. But a moment, what's a moment? It's a cross between a moment and a minute. But I'm gonna just let y'all know this right off the bat. If my phone cuts out for some reason, like reception or something, we're gonna lean on the strength of Verizon this morning. So we'll be back in the studio tomorrow, but we'll lean on the strength of Verizon. So if my phone goes out, I'll be back, maybe. But let's get Eric to the stage. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that while I'm driving. Eric, you ready? Let me get you to the stage here. There we are. E! What's up, family? Oh, wait a minute. I can't hear you. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all know straight.
No,
it
it's
might
me.
be on my
It was
end.
me.
Oh, I hear you. There you go. I got you.
It was me. I had unmuted myself.
Got you.
I'm sitting here talking and doing all of these hair movements. Nobody can hear me. Good morning, everybody. We are back.
Morning. Yeah, we back. You back in the
home.
studio today, huh?
Yeah, man. I am back. What's going on?
Welcome back.
Asia. Oh, yeah. It feels good to be back. Yeah, I was muted, Rhonda. She called me out on it. I was muted. I just made that announcement. She went on and
Make sure you know.
good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like Zeke said, he's out and about on the road. He's doing some stuff, so we're gonna be, how do we say this, winging it today? Because it's the first
We're
time
winging it today.
Travel.
Yeah, I might not be putting a whole lot of comments on the screen today. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna be trying my best not to let y'all see the road rage side of me. I got a real bad road rage side. I'd be get them out the way, nigga.
It happens.
So I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best not to do that.
And I can see some of the people because I know you're driving. So what's up? Good morning to Asia Jamal. Good morning to Arvell. Good morning to, now see, you know how you have to lift up your glasses to read. Good morning, Mr. Damon Brown. What's going on with you, bro? Zeke, your Mrs. Yes, Auntie Regina. She said she's back in Atlanta. She said she's already back in
dang,
Atlanta.
I missed her.
Yeah,
Dang, I missed her. Why would you looking through the comment pieces? She got the first comment of the day. My Auntie Regina got the first comment of the day. So shout out to that. First comment of the day. She told y'all happy Thursday.
First comment of the day.
Try to press the button.
Yeah,
you know.
Went off
I
the road.
always love to see. Always love to see who gets the first comment of the day. Like,
Yep.
I always love
And
to see
good morning, Tara Jones. Good morning, Tara Jones, aka Tara Jones.
We've been playing that Tara Jones track. I don't got it loaded up today, and I'm out on the road, so it's on my computer.
Yeah.
But we've been playing that Tara Jones track. Yo, that joint is fire, Tara. Like, good job.
Oh, yeah, she can definitely sing. Asia Jamal said, hey, she has road rage as well. There's a few angry
come on.
people out here.
Who else got road rage?
Who got road
all
rage?
you angry people. Who else out there angry people? Because Chicago, boy, this'll bring it out of you. Like,
It'll make
spots that ain't supposed to have traffic be backed up. Stuff that's supposed to be just cutting you off. And let me put it this way. I don't like nobody who drives like me. That's really what it is. I don't like people who drive like me because I can drive a little crazy sometimes. So I don't like people who drive like me.
You're right. You don't like
the only one driving.
like you.
Right.
I get it. Hey, I do the same thing. Man. Look, man, like you said, it's good what you're doing. Is that, like you said, if we're not in the conversation at the table, we are on the menu.
Yeah. And I don't think people really think about it like that. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. It's something I looked at today. One of the last, now this is crazy. one of the last zoos that featured African Americans closed in 1958. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy? In another country.
That feature African Americans?
Yeah, people out of the Congo, the children were they were literally like, you go to the zoo to look at farm animals. Back in the day. But yeah, one of the last ones posed in a foreign country, I think it was 1958. I was reading that this morning.
Get the flip out of here.
That we were still considered some kind of animalistic creation, and that was weird to me. That was weird to me. I was reading that today. So things like what you're doing, man, and that what Pastor Ellis is doing is needed, because in the eyes of this country, we're out the womb where America was most wanted. We come out like that. And so these types of things and platforms are needed to bring awareness, because I don't care how bad we want to fit in, we'll always be, to some people, second rate, second tier. And it's the truth of the matter. We are not looked at equally. We are some of the most, and there's no disrespect to anybody of any other race that's watching this, but she said Rhonda said close the doors. This is, oh wait, I done read that out. That's my boy. I can't laugh like I want to. Yes, I can. But no, seriously, it's a thing of, I was watching on the news yesterday. I was watching some things yesterday. It's just like, I watched this kid, and I want to see if I can find it. Young black, 15 years old, right? And some of you all might have saw this, and I think it was in Detroit. And he was jumped on by the police, and they beat him up. I think it was Michigan, don't quote me. His dad is a detective on the same force, and this kid was saying, hey, my dad's a police officer. I didn't do nothing. My dad's a detective, blah, 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 blah. And of all things, you know what this father said? Was that he's a police officer first, and they were just doing their job.
Oh, snaps.
Isn't that crazy?
Serious?
Yeah.
Well, you said it was his own kid?
Yeah. He's a police officer.
Wow.
First. And see, our community is already under persecution and all this type of thing. And then you have one of your own whose own child is being attacked. And you say, I'm a police officer first. That's crazy. That is unbelievable.
For real, though.
Yeah, man, it's sad. And see, that's why the things that you guys are doing, man, is so needed. It is so needed, because our people are still, and I'm sitting back here, everybody, because my back hurts. To be honest with you, I slept crooked or something weird. My back hurts. We need, I want to say this. Okay. I'll say, like I said at the beginning, our people right now, and you, all of you guys that are African American and of the same skin color, we got to support each other, man, and look out for each other, because the world is not looking out for us right now. Our other Hispanic brothers and sisters on the deportation menu, but who's to say we not on there next?
Listen,
who's to say we not on there? Or, because strange to me that they're opening up so many cotton fields again. This is crazy. Cotton fields. They're reopening cotton. The need for cotton. What in the world is going on here? Oh, Asia said that's why our community needs to keep speaking out. Exactly. Yeah. Speak out and do something.
Yeah, and that's what I'm always advocating for. Tell people, get up, get out there. People always, I won't say people, but there are some people who are of the belief that, protest ain't never got us nothing. Advocating ain't never got us nothing. Going talking to your elected official ain't never got us nothing. Voting ain't never got us nothing. Meanwhile, the fact that we can vote, or the fact that women can vote, or the fact that we have these civil rights, or the fact, all of that happened as the result of people who were willing to get out there and march, get out there and protest, organize, go and speak with elected officials, you know what I mean? To get out of feelings, and then start saying, let's put some real action to the table. At some point, you just got to come off of the feelings, the feelings of, oh man, this has been, I don't know, the feeling of, oh man, this has been a tough life. It's been tough being black in America. It's been tough being, this is true. But now you gotta let that feeling, I feel create a righteous indignation within you. So that you get up and you go speak, you go speak truth to authority. You go speak. You go use the power that you do have to gain the power that you're supposed to have. And so that's kind of where we at with it right now. We going and we advocating for a community. We're doing that to make sure, like I said, this is for two specific things. This particular advocacy that we're doing, the two specific things that we're doing today are for our Community Healing Resource Center network. So we want that to be fully funded. We want to make sure that people who have been impacted by gun violence, communities that have been traumatized by violence, those types of oppressive things, we want to make sure that that network is securely funded here in the state of Illinois. And then also the second thing, like I said, is giving people a clean slate. So we call it the Clean Slate Initiative. So making sure to end permanent punishments, making sure that people are, making sure that after people have done their time, they don't have to do more time than they supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And
Or do more. Man, that's crazy. That's even
yeah.
that people come out and I understand people do their wrong and things, but at the same time, man, when do you forgive people and let them try to have another opportunity in life? It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like if you did the time, so like I was just talking to somebody yesterday who's been system impacted. Like he was in there for, he was in there for a crime that he did. I won't say what it was, but he was in there for it. And he was just talking about how, like, you get out, you're unable to get a job, or you're unable to. There's still places that want to know if you're a felon. If you are, you can't have that job. And there's some sectors where that's the case, but there's some. You're talking about some like menial job. I don't mean to be degrading when I say it.
I know
but
you
like
don't want
a
to say the
job
name.
Yeah, but like say you working at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think McDonald's does this, but I'm just using this example because I just saw a sign for them. But say like you go to apply at McDonald's to be the dishwasher, like they don't want you in there because you went to jail. Like what is that? You know what I mean? Like what? It's like, bro, this McDonald's. Like
why are you? Yeah, this is not NASA or the government.
Yeah,
It's not a federal agency that I have to go jump in. But there's places like that. There's that, and they get into that. And something that John Johnson just said. Yeah, I agree, John. They are trying to bring back segregation. That's something I literally read about where now, like I was saying a few weeks ago, that companies have the right to say, we want this to be, federal companies have the right to say, this is a whites only washroom or a bathroom or seating place or eating place. They have that right now. There's no more protection for that. That's crazy to me. We're in 2025 and the country is going backwards. And I know some people are like, they're talking about that today. Here it is right here. Matter of fact, this is the article. It says Donald Trump repealed LBJ's 1965 order banning segregation in federal contractor facilities, which could allow businesses with federal contracts to legally reinstate segregation spaces.
Like,
ain't that crazy?
People want to get rid of DEI.
There you go.
Like want to get rid of DEI, but then want to keep segregate. Like, come on, man. Like create pathways to segregation. Like, well, I guess so. That makes sense. That checks out. Yeah, we want to get rid. I'm gonna stop saying DEI. I think I say this thing, and I think that I like what it says. That people should be required to use the entire phrase instead of DEI. You should be required to say diversity, equity, and inclusion. So if you're against it, you should be required to say I'm against diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Exactly.
Like,
don't
and then we have to decide.
Don't give them a way out.
Yeah, with a little acronym. No, like you got to say diversity, equity, and inclusion, and then you got to tell me which one you against. Like, are you against diversity? Are you against equity? Are you against inclusion? Which one are you against? Are you against all of it? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Don't something John Johnson just said, because I know today is a little bit different. People, Zeke is in the car, and Zeke normally runs all of this stuff. I'm usually running there. Yeah, but I don't want to get in there messing up. John Johnson just made a point. He said, but little man and little James ain't going for that. This is not, again, and society needs to stand. Asia said we have to follow our previous civil rights fighters and fight. We have to come together and stop this crazy mess from happening. And this, the thing is, you know, Black people don't realize the financial power and that we have in this country either. Like those tariffs that happened, you see, he slowed them things down. Like, yeah, I'm going to halt them. No other countries taxing us back. So, you know,
man, he had to do that. He
had to. He
back
just
quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he walked that joint back. Yeah,
you know who I kind of feel sorry for? I feel sorry for him, but I don't. The people who work for him, the people who so loyal to him, like I really do feel kind of sorry for them a little bit. I really do feel kind of sorry for them.
But I'm like, you have the choice to work that night.
Like you did this to yourself. Yeah,
you did this to yourself.
Yeah, you know what you
trying to, and a lot of them trying to, oh, well, I don't agree with him on that, but he still, no, you with him. You with him. And everybody that's joining in today with us, thank you guys. Keep liking, keep sharing. There are a lot of things coming up with Zeke Live in the morning. We have a lot of different things coming up. Zeke today, for those of you who know, he's traveling to, as we're talking about, march and talk for the rights of our people and other people, because we have an unjust criminal justice system in this country anyway.
Yeah,
and they make you, you know, and I understand. Now, I know this may sound hypocritical.
Pastor Bill Ellis. Hey, y'all, Pastor Bill Ellis just got in the car. Hold on a second. Let me. Yeah, we live. Look at that, y'all. There he is right there, y'all. Pastor Bill Ellis. The bishop in the Lord's church. There you go. I'm trying to see if I can get it in the car so it ain't just in my ear. Let's see. Go ahead, Eric. I mean,
you probably have to use, you would have to connect your Bluetooth.
Oh, what? It wasn't even in my.
Oh.
How's that? Can y'all hear me?
We still hear you.
All right. Does it sound worse now?
No, it sounds the exact same.
Okay. Well, praise you, God, Jehovah.
So everybody, again, share this live. Like I said, today's going to be a little different. Normally, we have things across the screen and all this. Zeke is traveling.
Yes, I can.
Ellis is traveling to, we're Springfield, right, Zeke?
Yeah, we're going to Springfield. We're going to, we're going to advocate. We're going for the advocacy day.
Advocacy.
I can't get it in the car, so it's coming out of the car, but it ain't coming out of my. That's crazy.
Is it because you still got your things in your ears are still on?
No, it just won't let me. It'll let me use the mic, but it won't let me use the car as a speaker system.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. All right, well.
And then,
can you still hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Now we have learned you can't do that on StreamYard.
Yeah, we just learned we can't do that on StreamYard. Oh man. Well,
keep
learning on riding and listening. We learn it as we go.
And if you turn your phone up, it'll be you're already using your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm using my phone. Yeah.
So that's
on my phone. Yeah.
It's on your phone. So if like you would have somebody else in the car with another phone where you could listen in, but you know. Oh, what's going on, Pastor? Well, I call him Pastor. Willie Jordan, what's going on with you over there? You know, good morning.
You know, that's Bishop Jordan's son, J.R.
So yeah, he's automatically a bishop. He's an honorary.
Yeah. On to J.R. You going to Springfield?
He said he left a message. Said, "What up, man? If I knew you were driving, I would have rolled with you." That's what he said.
Oh snap! J.R. said he would roll with us if he knew we was driving.
Say, wake on up.
Yeah, me and Pastor Bill riding together. Well, we about to get on. We about to hit the expressway, so we about to be on the expressway.
So, man, we can't do the normal thing this morning, can we? The clips and all that video stuff.
Yeah, we can't do high takes. I didn't load none of them up, and I don't want to be trying to. That's why we need a producer, bro. I'm gonna keep putting it out there. I need an intern. We still soliciting sponsors, but I ain't got the budget yet for a producer. But I take an intern or just somebody who just wants to help and just be a blessing in the Lord's church.
Man, it's important. And so for those of you that don't know where he's going, that just jumped in, Zeke, can you share that again? What it's about?
Yeah. Yeah, so the day of advocacy. So we're going down to Springfield, the state capital of Illinois, for those who aren't in Illinois and don't remember your geography lessons. We're going we're going to our state capital, Springfield, to advocate for two things in particular. We're advocating for our Community Healing Resource Center network. And so what the Community Healing Resource Center network does is it gets people to resources that they need, such as counseling or, other things like that, support groups, different types of events that are all centered around getting people to what we call healing justice. And so that means, people who have been impacted by violence. And that's specifically what the Community Healing Resource Center does. We deal with people who have been impacted by violence, especially gun violence, but also other types of violence. And we like to keep it this way. We put it this way. People have been traumatized, right? So it's a trauma-informed model. But people have been traumatized by gun violence. Even communities have been. So even if you've not been directly impacted by gun violence, if you live in a community where it gets hot on the block, like you probably like keeping your head on a swivel all the time, locking your doors, got bars on your windows. Those are trauma responses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they might be, maybe you do need to have bars on your windows. It might be a good response, but I'm just saying there's some neighborhoods where they ain't got to do all that. That's just the reality. So, we want to make sure that people are getting that mental health check-in that they need. We want to make sure people are able to speak that out, talk that out, do art pieces or whatever to get that out, have a support group to be able to lean on others and tell stories and share stories. We want to get people to that, but that stuff ain't free. That stuff costs. You got to pay salaries, you got to pay for you got to pay rentals. You got to pay, it's all kind of stuff. So that has to be funded. So the state funds it through the Illinois Criminal Justice Information Authority, or ICJIA, as it's known. And so what we want to do is advocate that they'll continue to fund that, especially in the type of administration that we have right now that's getting rid of all DEI. I'm sorry, we're saying the whole word. Diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Like I said, you got to say the whole thing. We want to know which one you against. You against diversity, you against equity, or you against inclusion? Like which one? So in an administration that's doing that, we want to ensure that that's fully funded so that people are able to get to those resources. And then the second thing that we're advocating for is what we call our Clean Slate Initiative. And so this is making sure to end permanent punishments. People who have done their time in the jail after doing the crime, we want to ensure that, they're not, we want to make what we call them fully free. We want to make sure they're fully free. They're not out of jail and then still having to, pay time for like we used the example of the checkbox, the little checkbox that you got to click that says you are a criminal or a felon or a convicted felon, and then you or you're on a registry that now all of a sudden you can't get a job, for instance. So we're telling people they got to get a job in order to to meet that parole or whatever. But then every avenue for them to get a job is blocked. Like it just don't make sense. We're working to get So it's like we trying to send people back to jail. We're trying to keep recidivism going. And just to be honest, not to even veer off of this, but there are companies and organizations and things that benefit greatly off of high recidivism rates. As Michelle Alexander will call it, it's the new form of slavery. That prison pipeline is a new form of slavery. Do you know that that's the only legal form of slavery in the United States of America? Slavery is not outlawed in the United States. Yeah. Slavery is not illegal in the United States. Slavery, you can still be enslaved by the prison system. So there are companies like for-profit prisons, companies that actually get paid by the government on contract to, and now I'm getting into my master's work, companies that are actually paid by the government on contract to have jails basically filled up. And so what ends up, they lobby. They go to like I said, if you're not at the table, you own the menu, because the companies that are for-profit prisons and stuff, they're one of the biggest lobbyers in the United States. And so what they do is lobby to keep laws harsh enough and to keep police forces in underserved communities so that they can keep beds full. Because if I got a 1,000 bed prison and it only has 500 people in it, that's good for the community off of how many heads Yeah, like a
It's bad for them.
hotel. You know, every room that ain't full is costing you money. So how do you do it? Well, the state gonna pay you for every head that's in there. So they lobby to keep laws in ways that keep recidivism up. This is real stuff here in our United States of America. And so, like I said, if you're not sitting at the table, you're gonna be on the menu. And so we're basically going to have a seat at the table. And it's two ways. I say this all the time as well. It's two ways that you can showcase your power when it comes to going to the powers that be. The two ways that you can do this: either you can have a whole bunch of money that's organized, and you can pay what you know. Like I use the example of Elon Musk standing over the president and the cabinet. Like a whole lot of money was able to do that, because in what universe does a civilian stand over the president and his cabinet in the well, not the situation room, but you know, in the Oval Office? Yeah, and what universe does that happen? The universe where somebody got over $300 billion worth. That's where that can happen. And so,
exactly.
well, yeah, but the problem is in the black community, we ain't got it like that. There's one man who has more net worth by himself than you take, you know, 4 or 5, 6 cities and put the whole black population in those cities and total up their entire net value, and it wouldn't even touch half of what Elon Musk has. So if you don't have organized money, if you ain't got the money to go against that, then what's the second thing that you got? You got people. You got to organize people.
Yeah.
And so how do revolutions happen? When people hit a critical mass and it turns and they can go against the authorities that be. So what we try to do is organize people. And what Live Free Illinois does is we organize black churches. Traditionally, the church in America, the black church, has been the place where we've organized and where we've been able to do these things. And so that's what Live Free does. And so today is a show of that. We got buses that headed down to Springfield. I think we had 2 that left out of the city of Chicago, 1 that left from the south suburbs, and then 1 that left from Kankakee, and I think maybe another one from like the north suburbs, like Waukegan or something like that. Don't get me lying, but we got multiple buses headed down to Springfield full of people. We're gonna be wearing these Live Free t-shirts. You want to? All right, Pastor Bill said he gonna drive so that I can run the stream yard.
Oh, see,
right,
that's
cool.
it. Let me and since you said that,
coming up. Go ahead.
Somebody said something. John Johnson said something in the comments, which is true. He said that's just free labor.
Yeah, free labor. That's think about the license plate that's on your car. Somebody had to, it still costs, but they paying somebody 25 cents an hour to do that. But that's a whole lot different, because if that was done in the civilian market, that's gonna cost at least $15 an hour based on the federal minimum wage. So you know what I'm saying?
And Rhonda on the Rock.
Look at that, y'all. Pastor Bill go drive for me. Hey.
And Rhonda on the Rocks made a statement too.
A true servant.
Oh wait, I'll wait till Zeke switch, Rhonda. I'm gonna read your message out.
No, go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, Rhonda said, the way, like you said, it's set up real bad.
Hey, Pastor Bill.
Your song going around the back of the car. This way he can go to the music and do all that good stuff. But Rhonda made a good point, Zeke. She says the way it's, like you said, the system is set up where it keeps people in a certain place, or they can't get a job that they can make a livable wage, which in turn is going to have them. Certain people don't know how to cope with that and what to do, and what they're going to do. They're going to go back to what they know, which is going to put them right back. It's a circle. It's designed for that. Just like some people get out of jail and they're like, I don't have nowhere to go. They say, well, you're on the street now. You're going to give you $50 and a pat on the back. You say, get out there and make it happen. And
right.
That's pretty much. And then she says, yes, you can work at McDonald's, but how can you afford a car and a house on that salary?
Exactly.
Oh, and another side note, Asia Jamal, she is a podcaster. In our comments, she said she will help produce the show and help us do the production part.
Come on, hey, listen.
And Asia, you worked with Asia before. I'll remind you who she is once we get off.
Hey, okay. Asia, what's up again? Good to see you.
But yeah, so I'll give it back to you.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm telling y'all, I can definitely use the help with it. Because like a day like today, it's easy just to be on the move, especially when stuff might go wrong or something. If it does like a little pull thing, go ahead, E, go ahead.
No, you just muted yourself, Zeke.
Oh, I know. I was telling you can go ahead. I was talking to Pastor B.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, my bad. So yeah, everybody, we want you guys to share today. Like we said, today is a little bit different because Zeke is traveling. So that little we going to this clip and this, that, and other. We ain't doing none of that today. This is grassroots. We might get a commercial break here and there.
Yeah, I got some music we can. I can load up some music for music breaks too, so we can always do that as well. I only got like 3 songs loaded up though. So I don't even think I got 2 songs loaded up. Actually, let me take that back. I got 2 songs loaded up. So we got 2 music breaks and right, we gonna road trip. Say Pastor Bill said we'll be kumbaya together.
Hey. And so you all that want to get involved with Live Free and with Zeke and doing, Zeke, how can the people get in contact with that to be a part of what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. So with Live Free, you can actually go to, and I can't type it in the comments right here. I can't type it on the banner, but you can go to livefreeillinois.org. Basically, that's all it is. Or just type in your Google browser. I know we live in a world now where you ain't even got to type full addresses in. Just go to your Google browser, look up Live Free Illinois, Live Free Illinois, and that tells you all the different events and things that are coming up. It tells you about our Community Healing Resource Center. It tells you about our Clean Slate Initiative. It tells you about the initiatives that we have for there's an initiative that they have for what's the word I'm looking for making sure that cases that have gone cold that they just kind of left clearance rates getting clearance rates together. So clearance rates on cases that have just been left, like somebody got shot and they can't find out who it is because Maybe and Baby and Ray and they ain't talking, so the police just let it go. Yeah, so police just let it go. Like, nah. Figure out who shot my son. And
sometimes I think they let it go. Some police let it go because they're part of they probably did it.
Yeah, listen, don't start that conversation.
That's a big
where do some of these guns be coming from? That's part of the question. Where do some of these guns and stuff even be coming from? Just popping up on the street. Y'all know that's a real thing, man.
And this reminds me of
that's a real thing.
I'm gonna ask that question, John, in a minute, real quick, because that's funny, and I'm gonna ask that. But this reminds me of something Pastor Hannah did. I remember years ago, Pastor Hannah did, he stood that thing down at Navy Pier, and he had a giant white piece of paper on the wall. And Pastor Hannah, those of you may remember that Pastor Hannah had a giant white, and we were Navy Piers, Dietrich, and all these people in concert. And Pastor Hannah had a giant white piece of paper that took up like the whole front wall of Navy Pier. He said every young person in this building is free. He said who knows anybody who's a victim of gun violence or have been affected, sign it. Within less than an hour, that entire paper was filled.
Yeah.
And we're talking Zeke, the length of from the left wall of your main sanctuary to the right wall of your sanctuary across the entire podium. And the sheet that was almost maybe a couple inches higher than Pastor Bill's LED screen down to the ground.
Okay.
Imagine those many signatures on there that fill up the paper that big.
Yeah.
It could have lined the whole side of the church.
And that's just who was there.
And that was exactly.
That's just who was there. But that's what I mean when I say, people are impacted directly by gun violence, but it's a lot of people who are indirectly impacted by it as well. Like, so if maybe a gun was never pulled on you, but maybe your cousin, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first started doing this, I didn't realize how many people I knew who had been killed by being shot. Like I did not realize. It gets normalized. I was like, I got to thinking, I'm like, my cousin, I had one cousin shot on national TV in San Francisco. I had another cousin who was in the midst of a robbery, and I hate to say it, he was the perpetrator, but it was shot and killed. Like I had another cousin who on the East Coast shot and killed my next door neighbor when I was growing up. Like we was on our way home from church, and as soon as we got there, like it was police lines everywhere, police outside. Baby, I ain't gonna say his name. He had just got shot up. Though. He's on a wheelchair now. He's not dead, but he's
the fact that
paralyzed.
Yeah. Somebody you knew. I tell people all the time, if you've never witnessed a shooting or somebody get killed in front of you, I wouldn't wish to tell nobody. I remember being with one of my friends. We're in line at a restaurant getting something to eat. And you know how you going to the drive-through of like a McDonald's. So we're in the hood, and there was a car in front of us, and the guys were ordering, and we were right back, and there was a car back us, there was a car in front of them. And two guys ran out of both sides and shot both of them, blew this one dude's head completely up. I'm watching it. His head just exploded. His body fell over, and they shot the other guy and blew half of his head off. I'm in the car behind. And I'm like, oh my God, to see that. Then I remember walking up at church one Sunday, man. And I saw a car in the middle of the street. The guy was sitting there. And I'm like, why is this guy sitting at the door? Went over there, and dude had a whole hole in the side of his head. And we were, I remember one day in my old neighborhood, hearing somebody get shot. Me and my father ran outside, and it's like at least 18-year-old boy. This dude was shot at least 15 or more times. He was still alive, but I was down on the ground next to him. I could look at him, and you could see through him the ground. And certain yeah. And the guys that did it walked back over there when the police came. Like, what happened? You know, because I saw the car that did it. So I've seen a bunch of stuff. I lost a friend, two friends. One of my friends, amazing musician, man. Some guys were fighting, and two guys were fighting. He just walked up and said, "Hey, man, it's been a good night. Y'all stop fighting." He being a peacemaker. They don't fight, brothers. You know, let's just. Somebody walked up from that who wanted to see the fight, walked up and shot him 7 times to try to break the fight up. Young kid. See? And and then when we went to see his body that night, because they called him in a half day because he used to play for me. Dude, it's nothing like pulling up in the rain, 2 in the morning, raining outside, and you see this kid just laid out in the alley. He just spread out like that. And, you know, it's something I will never forget. And so that's why I don't wish gun violence, man. It affected a lot of people I know. And also, you know, and something John Johnson asked on a different note, which is crazy that he asked that. I'm going to read it. He said, question. Now, and I did see that, John, where they offering that money for that. And I'm not going to kid you. I did look back and wait a minute, $200. But no, man, I couldn't. Now, if I could wear
$200 an hour to pick cotton, would you? I was gonna ask that question too. I was gonna say, would you pick cotton before job? I was gonna ask that question.
Think about it though. That's
would you pick cotton for
8 hours? That's $1,600 a day.
Listen, I'll be out there. Nobody knows the trouble I see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, John. I know y'all about to probably jump on me in the comments. Y'all is pro-black. I'm sorry. I might have to go out there for a few days.
Look, if they offering that kind of money, I mean, it's just don't have me out there for free. That's all I'm saying. Don't have me out there for free. But if you gonna pay me $200 to go out there and pick cotton, I'm gonna be out there right on King Jesus, swing low.
Dude, because if you think about it, $200 an hour, 8 hours a day, 80 hours a week, that's $16,000 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd be laughing all the way to the base.
You all call me Uncle Ruckus.
I'm dead. I'll be singing Negro spirituals all the way to the bank, brother.
I can do more for my people with the money I make. That's
exactly.
I can do more for you.
The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous.
and that money would be good. Look, everybody. Please share this. Please share this. And also, again, it's I shared it in the thing. It's livefreeillinois.org. Go sign up. Pastors, talk to your churches. People, talk to y'all pastors about this. This is something big. This is affecting our people more than anything. Yes. So let me stop you right there. I'm glad you actually just said that. No, I'm glad you just said that. So yeah, pastors, the work of Live Free is to organize churches, like to organize specifically black churches. We do it unapologetically. So black churches, brown churches, like, because we got Hispanic and Mexican and Puerto Rican brothers and sisters in here too. So black and brown churches, I mean, like, you know, and white churches too. I mean, we got some white pastors and white churches as well. So it's a collective effort, but specifically we're looking at things that impact black and brown communities. So we're looking for allies in that world. Right. This ain't we ain't. So, but you brought up churches. Churches can become member churches of Live Free, and then your congregations can be a part of what's going on in there. Here's the deal. So, you know, as with anything that you join, any organization, there's a cost that goes to it, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the cost for a whole church congregation to get on Live Free. It's like $100. Am I right, Leslie? It's like $100, something like that.
it's not expensive. It's not like a $1,500 a year type of. It's nothing like that at all. It's like something that's almost not even almost free. So like $100 a year for your congregation to be in it, and then pastors, that'll get you to like different resources. It'll get you in a network of other pastors who are on that same kind of thing. So it's a lot of churches. There's a lot of pastors who want to do social justice ministries and don't know how.
And don't know how.
I was talking to a pastor yesterday. I was literally talking to a pastor yesterday, and he was saying that he wanted to be involved in social justice stuff, but he just don't know how to. The area he's in, there's a couple other people got it all locked up. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, we can all work together, and that's the point. We organize together.
Yeah.
We can do things at a large scale together, pulling on the resources and the expertise that everybody brings to the table. So $100 a year to put your congregation in there, to get the resources to what it takes to get a social justice ministry going, and also to get you around other pastors and other churches who are doing the same thing. Because like I said earlier, for every pastor and minister and person who says let's go organize, is one person that's saying that ain't gonna do nothing. And it's churches that work that same way. We ain't supposed to go and advocate. We just supposed to preach the gospel. Well, the gospel is, what is the gospel except to bring liberation and freedom to the ones who have been oppressed and in bondage. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Live Free Illinois. Now this is only for churches in Illinois. Or say it's a church from Atlanta that's watching. Like, how can I get involved in that player?
Yeah, so there's other Live Frees as well. I'm not sure the Live. Do you know the site, Pastor Bill, for Live Free, the national? You know the site for Live Free National, by chance? So look up Live Free. So there's Live Free Illinois, Live Free USA. There you go. Look up Live Free USA. So there are other chapters. I'm specifically with Illinois, obviously, but there's other chapters. So like the executive director, I guess, the president of the entire Live Free, he's in California, as far as I know. So so it's coast to coast. Yeah, and maybe you should know this too. Like, the folks who did this, they come out of Pentecostal apostolic tradition. So this is these ain't your apostolics and Pentecostals who saying let's just go pray about it. They saying no. Put some shoes on, get your boots on the ground. They tell you
Tell
you
some
got
stuff up if you need to.
Yeah,
I would throw rocks.
Yeah, that's the move. So that's why I'm saying, churches get involved. And if you are part of a church that you would like to see have a social justice ministry, legit, go jump on your pastor about that. Maybe he or she is not even thinking about that kind of stuff. Your pastor might not even be thinking about that. Yeah, so go and talk to them. Yeah,
and somebody he is not. Somebody just sent a message of somebody who watched the thing, said, "Hey, the guy that's hosting with you, he looks like that guy. They called you Bin Laden." Somebody said he reminds me of the guy. They said he looks like Bin Laden. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, it's my Jesus beard. They said that you're supposed to be like Jesus, so I figured I'd take it literally.
People don't get it.
Like
Jesus. Now Rhonda,
that's why I twisted my hair and everything.
Rhonda made a comment about what we were just talking about. Rhonda said about the whole picking cotton. And Rhonda said, I'd be out there with a piece of straw hanging out my mouth and a baby strapped to my back.
Listen, I give you every stereotype on the
Eat watermelon for lunch if I have to. That's a lot of money.
Right, I eat watermelon and fried chicken for lunch. Singing Swing Low, like $200 an hour?
And
they're not paying that nowhere.
And for that I would do.
It's almost $500,000 a year.
Yeah, I would definitely do a few soft shoe dances myself. Take my hat off and hit my feet and jump around and dance, all that stuff. I'll be worse than the Pixies on Dave Chappelle.
The Dave Chappelle Pixies, that's wild.
I watched that again. And for those of you that ain't never seen that, I'll say go watch it. It's fun. And if you're racially sensitive, don't go watch it. Good morning.
Yeah, don't go watch the Pixies.
No, you can't. If you one of them people, don't watch.
Well, that's what made him get off the air when he tells the story. That's what made him like cancel the show. That's what made him walk away from it. He said, like, when they was doing the taping of it, he said it was a white guy on the front row. He said he was laughing way too hard. And he said, I looked in, he was like, I'm done. Like, and he went to
you know what?
Said, like,
It makes, you know what, for him, probably at the time when he looked and saw, you know, to him, probably he was like, man, this is hilarious. And, you know, all of us laughing. It's one thing, and I know this, people say this bias. It's one thing when all of us are laughing at something, and then somebody from another side come in here laughing at the same joke. Wait a minute, you can't laugh.
Right.
No,
you can't laugh at that.
Colonizer, you can't laugh at this. This is not for you.
Y'all, I'm driving past my hometown right now, Kankakee.
See, good morning, Piglet. I'm sorry.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Janine Johnson. I'm sorry, I called you your nickname. Good morning, Piglet, and good morning to my mother for joining. Look.
Hey, tell your mom, I'm so sorry, Mama.
Hey,
I forgot to put your comment on the thing yesterday. When we logged off, I forgot to put your comment on that said we had a great show. Y'all know we can't end the show until Mama says it's a great show.
She's still the title now, right? But
well, she should.
Yeah,
she's your mama. She should.
So look, man. On another note, something I noticed yesterday. I'm trying not to laugh. Wait, do we get weekends off? I have church on Sunday. Rhonda said if she picking cotton, she gets Sundays off because she got church. You know what?
Yeah, I think they get Sundays off. I think they get Sunday mornings off.
This is a question for those watching. What is a job that we would honestly consider a racist job? And would you do it? Like, what do you all consider a racist job? Like shoe shining to me as a black guy outside with a shoe shine box.
Shoe shining.
I'm out there shining shoes in off in the state somewhere, you know, or Idaho, and that to me is racist. Or I'm what's a racist job that you think? That's really racist.
Well, picking cotton is a definite one. Unless they give me $200 an hour.
Or if they put me if I'm in the restaurant and I go to wear a tuxedo and white gloves and serving people in the house, that's a racist job. You know, like certain things are, those are racist jobs. Somebody said,
I don't know.
Somebody read this thing. Oh my God! Yeah. Somebody said babysitting the other racist kids.
Pastor Bill said a racist job to him is any job that you get paid less than another race to do.
Oh, that's it. In that case, then the whole system.
In that case, everything, the whole system.
The whole system is racist. Because, and that's true.
And that's why we go driving to Springfield right now. That's why, because there's so many racist jobs out there. We making less for the same job. It's the same thing with women, right? Women making still 70 cents, 75 cents, something like that on the dollar.
Black women are the most educated women. Isn't that crazy? Especially with
black women are the most educated women
in the country.
That's the most educated demographic right now. Yeah.
And still pay less than everybody.
Yeah, for the same jobs. You know what? That's why, it's just taboo on the job to talk about what your salary is. It's taboo to talk about how much you make. It's taboo. You're designed that way, though. That's designed so that, people, and even if it's not designed that way, it's definitely serving a purpose and working for the system. Like, I don't know what you make. Yeah, because I'm saying, if I don't know what you make, we doing the same job laterally. Like we right here on this podcast, right? Let's say we working for Viacom in Jesus' name. We both working for, Paramount Plus. And we both on there. And that's one thing if I can justify, like, okay, I'm coming to the stage with, 7 million followers, and you coming to the stage with
10,000. It's like that's
7. Yeah. I'm gonna get more.
That's common sense.
But if I'm coming to the stage and doing the exact same job with 10,000 followers, oh look, I got a thing that came up. And then you come to the stage with 10,000 followers, and I'm getting, $1 million, and you getting, $50,000 a year. Well, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna talk to you about that.
You know what that reminds me of? The whole the Zeus Network little situation that's going on. I don't know if you've been following that. The guy that started Zeus apparently didn't start it by himself, and So he went to 3 popular content creators. If I can't think of their names, but if I showed them to you, you've seen all of them. Like King Bond, some other people that were really doing it at the time. He said, "Hey, I want to get a network." He went to them, put them down as partners and stuff, told them they're gonna be part of the business. Once it blew up, he kicked them on out. He said they never were part of it. They got all the text messages, the voicemails, when he was a meeting with them. And he's not trying. He has not broke bread with them. They helped him get where he was. Their connections got him to who he is. It didn't work out for you. What that say, John said, Eric, right out. It didn't work out for you. I don't know what you're talking about. So let me know what you're talking about. And it probably didn't work out. Like you said. Good morning, Jeremy Sanders. But yeah, man, it's these people. I get what you're saying though, because I deal with it at work. You know, dealing with the HR stuff.
Yeah.
I know when certain people come in who's been working here, I know what they're making. Then I got this new kid who's coming in who may have this different type of experience. So this person might be making $20 an hour. I got this guy coming in with less experience who's never done a job, just got this type of paperwork making $32 per hour. And it's like, you really don't deserve this. And now the person that's making less got to train you. I remember companies do some dirty stuff. That just got me mad. I remember me and Chris Cersei and Lehman. Oh yeah, the thumbs up didn't work for me. But Zeke is on his phone. That's why I work.
It's because I'm on my phone. Yeah, because I'm on my phone.
Let me tell you something dirty that happened. Yeah. Now, it didn't trick me. And no offense to my Caucasian brothers and sisters out there, but it tricked all of y'all in my whole job. I remember years ago, I worked at a call center for Roadrunner Internet, which is based out of Ohio. Now,
I never heard of them.
They're an internet company in Ohio. And at the time,
Roadrunner?
That used to be the name of it. And it was years ago. And me, Chris Cersei, and Lehman were working there together. And when I say we was milking that clock, killing them people. All we did was sit there like this, and people call, "Hey, I can't get online." The screen had a script. You just said, "Oh, did you unplug the router? No. Did you unplug the modem? No. Okay, you did those things, didn't work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you to tech department." That's what we did all day. And one day, the powers that be came to us and said, "Hey, we're going to send some of y'all over to China to go work in China, and we're going to open a call center in China, and you guys go there and help train him so we can work as a team." The minute they said that, I said, "Oh, we on the way out of here." And then the thing was, half the people, it was like 500 people at this call center. Everybody was in a big meeting. They had the screens up. Now, the thing that let me know we was done immediately, it wasn't necessarily that announcement. It's when they showed on the screens the call center in China. These dudes, they have beds, like bunks in there. I'm like, and when I saw this, "Oh, we done." I said, "Cersei, it's time to look for a job. They about to get rid of all of us." And all the people they sent over there, like, "We're going to China." They picked us to go. They picked the tops on the other people to go. I wasn't going. Man, they went over there for about a month. They came back. "Our brothers and sisters in China, they're going to help us." A week later, Zeke, they start calling sections back to the conference room. "Can we have section A come to the back?" I said, "Here you go."
It's firing all y'all, right?
They start telling people, "Now you're making $22 an hour. We can't keep you there because we're going to shift the work to that call center. But you can stay on with the company, but your pay rate's going to drop a little bit." And so so this was hit a little bit. Busy. Some people this was back in early 2000s. People were like $18 an hour. They said, "What I'm dropped to?" $8.50. A $9 pay decrease. Say, if you want to still work, you're going to drop down, but you can make it in commission. When I tell you, them people start flipping over the ping pong tables in there and start throwing chairs and tearing that place up. But that goes back to, I think, like I just said that to say, like, if I had told some of the people at my company, this person getting this, it'll be some problems. So that's why they keep us out of that. Here we go. Jeremy said, when I worked at Chase Bank, and they owned a call center in Manila. Whenever you work in a company, I said, "Oh, we're going to go ahead over here and try it. We're going to try this out. And it's another country with a call center. If you work in a call center, you're unemployed. Go ahead and start looking."
Yeah, go ahead and start looking for a job.
Done. And when I saw the book.
That happened to me. I used to work.
Before you say it, what made me laugh was one of our sisters of another race was next to me. She said, "Oh my God, they are so caring for them. They're going to give them bunks in case they want to take a little nap or work time nap." I said, "Lady, them people will be working there 24 hours a day. That's what they're sleeping at. You about to be unemployed. You need to apply." No. Eric, oh, you're always, they used to comment at me, you're that conspiracy guy. That's not going to happen. They care about, this company cares about our employees. She stood up. I want to give a shout out to, when I say her nose was deep brown at the tip, she stood up. Thank you guys. You guys are such a great company. Shout out to you, Stephanie and Crystal and Bob. You guys are the best. I love working with this company. I give my sweat and she wanted in. I said, lady, you know all that. You about to be fired. And a month later, her group was the first one they called back. Then she back that ball. I said, and I already have another job set. I was starting my new job after a week. So I said, told you, sucker. How's unemployment? Getting that unemployment line, you know. But so man, it's not equality. This all goes back to equality. We're treated, those people over there, man. I get their countries out, maybe in a home. Man, no offense to people coming out of college, but some of y'all need to chill because there are people with no education, but they have the experience to do the job. But because you have a degree, you feel you should make more. That person with no education has to train you. That's crazy work. Oh, it's crazy when you're training your replacement, don't know it. That happens in all kinds of fields. That happened in the counseling field with me. I ain't gonna say who, but I was being trained to be their replacement. And this person was like, bro, I'm gonna get you. You and I go down here together. Certainly. All right. No, we're not. But go ahead. What do you have to say?
Yeah. I was gonna say, so that happened to me before, like training the replacements. Like, so we were when I was my first corporate job, my very first corporate job, when I was in corporate America, working for a Fortune, I think they were Fortune 300 actually, or maybe Fortune 400. But I think Nucor was Fortune 400. Bungie, I think, was in the 300 mark. But anyways, but so I'm working there or whatever, and for the North America branch for Bungie, they were based in Bradley. Like, they weren't based in Bradley, but their headquarters was in St. Louis. But they had a like financial things and stuff like that happened down in Bradley in one of the plants and all that. And that's where I worked in the accounts, receivables, and payables department. So that was my thing. And so like they came in one day and they had me and let me take this back. Actually, they told everybody they was laying us all off. They came in. I saw HR come in. I saw who else came? It was HR. It was our boss.
Something
somebody else.
HR
they drove up for the day.
Somebody on the way out.
Oh yeah, especially when that ain't even their office. Like, they office in St. Louis, they drove up for the day. We didn't know they was coming or nothing, and they started calling people individually into the conference room. And all I know is people was walking out. Like, it was crazy. But then here's what the other crazy part was. Then they took me and like two other people to St. Louis to train our replacements. So I went because I was just, I was fresh out of college. I was just, and I was technically there on a temp job as well. Like, it was a hookup. So I was like, I don't care, like, whatever. Like, this is my permanent job, no ways. But that was when I got the job offer to actually lead the team. So, and I didn't take it because of the girl I was with at the time, who I knew I didn't get married to her, obviously. I got my wife now. But at the time, she didn't want to live in St. Louis, and so I turned that job down. I was fresh out of college, and then we talking 2007, I think, 2006 or 7 that this was, and they were offering me $68,000 a year in St. Louis, fresh out of college. And the way that the lady who was offering the job, my boss at the time, because it was a big corporate structure shakeup, she said that the only reason they were paying me 68 was because I was fresh out of college. But if I did the job for a year, the actual pay was 85. And then in a year's time, like, if I just did the job, I just be myself, I'd get to that 85. And then she made sure it was clear to me. They were grooming me, though. They were grooming me for like senior level stuff. She was like, this is a high visibility position. We think you're going to do well in it, but this is a fast track to vice presidency and all that kind of stuff. So I turned all that down. So I talk about that a lot.
You know what's funny?
I'm still traumatized by it.
It's something Jeremy Sanders just said. And see, for those of y'all that thought I was lying about the bunk beds, look at the comments. Jeremy said when he worked for Chase, they opened a call center in Manila. And what did he say they showed them? He said they showed them they had bunk beds. Thank you, Jeremy. They saw the same thing. They showed Jeremy in the call center with beds in it. When you see beds in the job,
they didn't give us bunk beds.
You out of here.
Yeah, they didn't give us bunk beds. They gave us the chance to find our own apartment. But,
oh no, that's the funny part. So people of other persuasions,
bunk beds was crazy.
Listen here, people of other races, when y'all get you some black friends and get some black coworkers and hang around them. This is why, because we know when the BS is coming on that. Trust us. If you don't know what to do, if HR come in, look it up. We gonna tell them. Oh, say, hey man, they about to fire a bunch of us. We need to get on Indeed.com immediately. Or
if we ain't careful, you ain't gonna have no black friends at the job because they're DEI hires. I ain't gonna call them DEI hires, and you ain't gonna have no black friends at the job. They keep messing around. That's why we advocate.
Yeah, that's why you advocate, because y'all better get some.
That's why we advocate.
Y'all be out at these places getting killed and shot to death. You don't never see a bunch of us getting killed. None of that. we know how we know that the Negro sense, spider sense go up and say something ain't right with that guy. He crazy. You want to see how to move around? Sit with us on the bus and let one weirdo get on the bus. We all get off.
Hey, have you seen this thing that Lexi been doing lately?
Lexi is
this it's like remember Dave Chappelle had that
when she interviewed the people.
I know black people. Yeah, she be interviewing people.
That white chick killed her. She knew everything. That young girl.
Yo, that one white girl surprised me.
She knew everything. She
knew every answer.
She said, when we say we on the way, what does that mean? She said, "Oh, you're gonna be late." You know, she knew everything. Though I said, "This."
You only get that kind of knowledge if you was either raised in a black household, so she was either adopted, or she been dating a black dude for a long time.
Yeah.
And she had to learn how to roll with them. That's the only way. The only way you know some of them answers. Like,
the Dave Chappelle show, that was hilarious. What he did.
Yeah, remember that? I know black people. Yeah.
And some of y'all, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, Johnson. Yeah, she got a black boyfriend. She definitely did. She knew all the answers to our stuff. Because
John said the fact that we can feel stuff. Hey, John said the fact that we can feel the BS coming is funny. Like we just know when something's on the way.
You know it's coming.
We just take off running. We don't ask no questions. We just.
Let me tell you, that happened in my regular job the other week. I'm sitting there with a manager. I was in, she with the company. That tells you I'm in Iowa, and when I saw the email, I said, "Hey, Eric," because I'm a district talent manager. So they said, "Eric, we want to send you to Iowa. You, you're going. Your boss is going. The VP of the company going, and the regional manager. You all are going to go pay that store visit." When I saw that email, I said, "Oh, it's over with." We walk in, and the manager saw us come in. When you got me there, it's like, okay, if I'm sent to your store, it's like, you got to start out. Like, what are you here for? When you got my manager coming, your regional manager coming, and the vice president of the company, we coming together, and they were like, "Oh man, you guys work with us today. That's cool." And out of all the people, 30-something staff people saying that, the ones who didn't had this skin color. And the first thing they said when I came to the guy said, "Man, oh yeah, what y'all on, bro? What's going on? Who they fired?" Immediately, all the black folks out of all the team now, all the black folks on the team was in the huddle immediately. I kid y'all not, about 15 to 20 of them in the huddle, and I said, "Hey, E, come here, bro. Man, what's going on, bro? Who they fired?" And then one of the other people, another race, she was standing. "Oh no, they're just here to check us. We're doing a good job." They're like, "Lady," and she said, "Man, we're about somebody getting fired." And true enough, her and her team, her management team, were fired that day. They got that nice.
See, we know.
Don't come back after lunch. So y'all listen. Get y'all some of us as your friends. Y'all want us around. Put us in the house. Put us around the crib. You will live long.
The ancestors talk to us. The ancestors be talking to us. They tap us on the shoulder. Your time here is done, my child.
Tap you on the shoulder.
To move to another job.
Or if you're in the wrong area and you got a ghetto, they tap you. Hey, nigga, get out of here. It's about to be crazy. You got to. People don't understand. I tell my friends all the time. That's why you don't see us getting killed by mountain lions, goats, camels, horses, none of that crazy stuff. We don't be out in the woods. You ain't never read about none of us.
Goats?
Whoever bite, we don't be around none of them. You ain't never seen none of them fall off no mountains. We ain't out here scuba diving and drowning. We ain't getting stung and killed by no animals in the woods. We ain't picking up none of that. None of that. We don't do that. Y'all need to watch us.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: do you ask when you go to a friend's house who has a dog? Do you ask them if the dog bites, or do you just assume that because it has teeth,
Oh
it
no,
bites?
it's automatically vicious because it's a dog. I don't
Yeah,
do
it
that.
got teeth, it bites.
Yeah, it bites.
Yeah.
Or the thing we ask now, another thing, black people, put this in the comments. If you got a friend with a dog, and before Zeke and I can answer this, because I'm gonna tell Zeke in the side chat what it is. Hold on, I'm gonna put this.
I don't even know what a private chat is.
Oh, dang! You see where it says comment?
No, I got
you see where it says comment?
Yeah, I found it.
This is the question.
Yeah.
This is what people say. Okay, there you go. So you can see it. So people, if you go to your friend's house, everybody in the comments on Instagram and on YouTube, if you go to somebody's house and they have a dog, what's the first question you ask? And Zeke, do we got a commercial break to go to, or some music we can play?
Yeah, we can we'll do a music break. Yeah, and as we go to the music break, let me give a quick shout out to the sponsor who covered our costs for the month, LAH Entertainment and Arts. They covered all the costs for us to be on here on the StreamYards. Like I told y'all, it is not cheap to be on StreamYard. It's just about $150 per month. They tax me every single week. So shout out to LAH Entertainment and Arts. Y'all know they do movies and books and all that kind of stuff. They publish, they do all these things. And so they actually are doing a series right now. I forget the name of the series, but a casting call for that will be coming up pretty soon. They did one before. They're going to do another one. So LAH Entertainment and Arts, we want to say thank you to y'all for covering the cost of it. Y'all, it's not cheap. And we know that you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do it, but you did.
But you did. So we'll be back after this break of whatever song is going.
Well, let's see. I got to figure out how to do it.
After he figures that out.
Let's see. I think this is because we going for Advocacy Day. I'm gonna play Ooh Child. I loaded that one up. That's one of my favorite songs. I play it a lot.
Donnie's
and I do like this clip from it.
That's Donnie's version?
No, the original 5 Stair Steps.
Oh, 5 Stair Steps. Okay.
This is the version. Yeah, this is them at the this clip is from them at Soul Train.
Oh.
Yeah.
We will be back.
So here goes.
Nope.
Hopefully this is the right one because it ain't no titles on it.
You on mute?
Right. Be up here like, get the other way. No, I got you. Cool. Here we go. I think.
The Burke family returns now with a promise of a better life for all. Let's welcome back to Step.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Someday, put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday,
Well, everybody, that was Ooh Child. Zeke, we have to wait for you to come back now.
Oh, I'm back. My bad, y'all. I'm back. My bad. My bad. I was trying to press the buttons. Y'all know I'm trying to figure out how to do this,
You know,
man.
it's funny. Did that song end? All right, when the song ended, they bowed. Did the music literally just quit like that on the set, or was that just faded out like that?
I think it just faded out. You
I'm
know,
about to say,
it
they
was
just
it
cut
was
their
from you.
track like that.
I stole that straight from YouTube, so I can, I probably need to like run it through CapCut because I'm gonna keep playing that song because I like that song. So
Okay.
man, we was just here. Well, first of all, let me do this because I haven't done this in a while. Have y'all subscribed? If you're not subscribed, down there, where is it? There it is, right there. If you're not subscribed there on YouTube,
It's
see
the
at the
other way.
bottom of the
It's the
screen
other
where
way.
I'm pointing.
It's the other way.
Huh?
Yep, it's the other way. When you do it
Where?
now, it's this way. Got
It's
point.
not pointing to YouTube.
Nope, it's pointing to your
My
neck.
finger.
Got to turn your finger the other way.
Really?
Yep. Now you're pointing to YouTube. Now,
Get out of town. On my screen, it's pointing. Maybe my screen is not me.
mhm,
Okay, maybe I'm. Oh, okay. I see why. Because I'm not.
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. We just learned a new lesson. There we go. After I done trained myself to do this, now it's backwards. Now it's the right way.
oh, oh.
Well, anyways, are y'all subscribed? Are y'all subscribed on YouTube? Please subscribe. Please follow on Facebook. Please follow on Instagram. Y'all see, we still even go live even when we on the road. I was just telling Pastor Bill, I was thinking about just not going on this morning. I was like, people be looking for it. I really did. I really did.
Yeah.
Like think about like making a post this morning when I was getting in the car and stuff because I knew I needed to, be just getting ready to get to where I'm going. And I was about to make a post to be like, nah, we not going live today. I was gonna text you Eve or call you up and be like, hey, we
We
just gonna
mentioned
take
that
the day
last night.
off.
Remember, I asked you that last night. We were just
Yeah,
for a rerun.
yeah. I said I might not come on, and then I decided. But really, honestly, the thing that made that decision, I know it's folks that's in here, the lock stars. I know it's folks in here that look forward to the show every morning, and so I'm here for the community. That's
We got to answer to the question.
oh God. All
What did
right,
you
all
say?
right.
John Johnson answered it right. What kind of dog is that? John said, I think I saw that on When Animals Attack. Or we say, do you have them put up? The first person I asked somebody said, oh, I got a dog. Hey, is he put up? So, John, you got
Right. Is
now.
that dog put up? Is he out? That's what I'll be like. Is it out? Like,
Here's
put your
another
dog
thing
up.
John said. In today's news, white woman bit by random squirrel.
What?
But you know what? Other races do that. I watched the guy online. I don't know what nationality he was. Walk up to a moose and just felt like it's okay to just walk up and just rub him. Like you just
I saw that.
yeah, like you had, and then it stood up and he felt. I understand people that get. That's why people get bit by these animals and stuff. Where do you feel like you just have this the right to just go up to a wild animal, get bit, and be surprised? I never understood that. If I go outside,
I don't know. They took the scripture literally. Dominion over all the
that's what
animals.
they say. We're
They
gonna
took
go
it
out here
literally.
and see, CN calls us to lose that. You know something somebody said yesterday, Zeke, and think about this. It makes sense. Adam and Eve, right? And Pastor Bill's in the car. Eve, the Bible says Eve was, the snake came to Eve, right? And he talked to her. Remember, he talked to Eve, said, hey, blah, blah, blah. Do you think animals used to talk before the fall? Because Eve didn't trip out like this. She didn't do none of that. She just had a conversation. And when she took out, the snake told me, told me that.
Well,
And they used to talk. I wonder the animals used to talk because there was no lack of communication.
I'll say that's a perspective. I'll say if I gave my real answer on that question, I'd probably drive some folks away from the church because I shake their whole theology basis. And I don't know if I want to shake people's theology basis this morning. Or do I? It's Zeke live in the morning. I guess I could. No, I ain't gonna do that this morning. I'll let the people think what that's a perspective. It could be. It could be. It could be anything you want it to be. That's what.
Because I've always wondered.
So okay, no, I'll tell you what. I'll dive into it a little bit, and then maybe one day we'll hit it. So, I I don't know if many people are even aware that there's not a singular creation story in the Bible, right? There's not a singular creation story. Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 are two completely different creation stories, right? So now again, you probably don't hear this unless you're like around seminarians, people this, or depending on what church tradition you come from, because some church traditions, they just look at it, they just know that's what it is. So for instance, if you take Genesis chapter 1, man was created on what day? The sixth day. You take Genesis chapter 2, man was created before everything else was created, right? So Genesis chapter 1, a garden was created for man. Genesis chapter 2, a garden was created for man, if that makes any sense, right? But Genesis chapter 1 also is a piece of Hebrew poetry. It's ancient Hebrew poetry. So when you even look at the way it's done, and I had a Hebrew scholar who actually put this into the chart that it is. So there's parallelisms that go there. And there's all these different things that you see. So like when you see something that says I'm about to mess something up, but in the beginning he created them. He created them, and then male and female, he created them. Like when it has these kinds of repeats, these are things that you see in ancient Hebrew poetry. And so really what's going on is it's a piece of poetry in that Genesis chapter 1. Now here's the thing behind that. When you understand that part of it, and I won't go all the way into it because we can talk about some other stuff. But when you understand that, it actually becomes, and where it came from, when it was written, we know like historically that Genesis was written during the Babylonian exile, at least that first part of it. And so when you consider what they were actually writing that piece of poetry to what they were standing against when they were saying through that, it's actually a lot more powerful of a story, actually, believe it or not. So, but that takes the whole thing. There's some people I would recommend you can go look at. Dan McClellan is one of them. Pastor Bill, you put me on him. Dan McClellan is actually good about this. If you ever got into like great courses, they got some courses on this stuff. They do some seminary courses in there. Who else is good about, teaching some of this stuff? Religion for breakfast, but you got to kind of be able to, know where you are. Since some stuff I just tell people, I want to shake people's faith sometimes. So oh, I lost you, E. Oh no, I
Like
can't
he
hear no
just
more.
said,
Oh, there
some
we
of
go.
you all, we won't dive into it because we want to mess you up with some stuff. So like you said, we won't get into that. But
Yeah, and here's reality. I
mhm,
hate that that's even the case because there are some things that are just well known amongst biblical scholars, among some church traditions. There's some things that were just very well known, and a lot of the things that we believe and the way we believe it really just came out of the 19th century searches that were against some of the scholarship, and it really is very American, very Western in its sense. Because anywhere else in the world, they'll just basically be
you
like,
know,
yeah,
the
Genesis has
Western
two
culture
creation
messes
stories.
up everything. The Western culture,
Yeah,
the way Western civilization is, it ruins so much. We
yeah, it
take
really
we,
did.
we, mm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
we when you think about it, like it's very much about individual self. So, you take the scriptures and everything really in scripture is pointing to community at the end of the day. Why do we have 10 commandments? It ain't so that you right, it's so that you can
you
live in
breaking up.
community. Thou shalt not kill. Uh-oh, am I breaking up? Go ahead, E. You can take it if I'm
It's,
breaking up.
it was like
Uh-oh.
that.
Am I breaking up?
Not now. You're
Uh-oh,
right
am I
now.
back?
You back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. I was saying, I'm gonna say what Pastor Bill always says, believe. Oh, he thought you typed it
We
in. I'm about to
believe
say it.
too much
That's
and know
crazy.
too little.
We believe too much and know too little. I was literally just about to say that. Like, in the Western world, you think about why we have 10 commandments. Think about what the 10, and actually, they're not even called 10 commandments. They're 10 utterances, 10 words, 10 sayings.
Until
It's the
things.
Decalogue,
Yeah.
right? Why do we have that? Those were things about community. Thou shalt not kill. That don't benefit you. That benefits community. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet. That should take care of your elderly. These are things about community, not about individual. What the Western culture does is it brings us to an individual self. My best life. I'm going to do well. And I'm not saying something wrong with that. I'm just saying that ain't really what scripture is talking about. Everything that's there is really about how you even Jesus. It's all about the kingdom of God. The kingdom is at hand. It's not just your best
And
life. Now, will you
love
get
your
your best life
neighbors.
out of this? Yeah.
It's
The greatest of the
community
commandments. What's the greatest of the commandments? Love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and then love your neighbor as you love yourself. So
as you love yourself.
inside of there is, inside of there is love of self. Yeah. So there is a self love that has to happen. There is a making sure I'm trying to be living my best
But it
life.
wasn't
There
first.
is that.
but it
Yeah,
wasn't
it
first.
always points back to community, and that's why this whole thing about no new friends and I can do it by myself and I'm on my own and I don't need nobody else and
Yeah,
all of that is a fallacy, man. Like
that's weird.
humans have to have people. Yeah, even babies. You ever heard of failure to thrive? I think I've mentioned it on here before. There's a thing called failure to thrive, and so like if a baby is not touched in infancy, like if they're not constantly
Oh
being
yeah.
touched, leave them off to themselves, they'll
Well, you
die.
breaking up, Zeke.
Like,
You breaking
so
up
we
a little
need
bit.
community. It's uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Zeke
I'm
is
going through the
Zeke is
country, y'all. I'm going
he
through
going through the country, y'all. Hell, shout out to my daughter. Deja is watching. Hello, little girl. Your father loves you. That is my little baby. And
that's it.
John Johnson,
Oh, I'm
you
back.
you you kind of nope. Your face is stuck.
Not yet.
You ought to see the
Got you.
picture that it's stuck on.
Not today.
John
Not today,
Johnson just
Satan. You're gonna put that. I'm gonna take the camera off.
something John Johnson just said. And John, I have seen that new trend going around. That's so stupid, where it says, "I'm not headbutting." Yeah, you seen that thing, Zeke, where people are starting to headbutt goats.
What? Headbutting goats.
Yeah, that's a new
No. Be
trend
be
online.
specific. Be specific. White folks are starting to
Yeah, yeah, they didn't
you ain't
start
gotta
in.
tell me. You ain't gotta
You
tell me
know who
who did
started that?
that.
Yeah, out here bending over, headbutting goats. In surprise, the goats hit them in the head and knock them out.
bro,
That's stupid.
have you ever seen that Saturday Night Live skit where the newscasters like Keenan is on there and somebody else, and the newscasters are going back and forth like, well, you don't even have to tell us who did this story. We know who it
Oh
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, him
And
and the
it
black
becomes
chick
black
together,
versus white. Yeah.
and
And then it
she's like,
became
"You
black
ain't know."
versus white.
You know what? That's an interesting thing to do because you can hear a story. Zeke, if you sit at home, Steve Harvey said it best. But if you sit at home, Zeke, and say you're not even looking at the TV, and you hear um, man mauled by tiger, you're not gonna look because you already know who that is.
I know who
Or
did that.
or man stung by stingray deep sea diving. You don't have to look. Woman woman drives across state to catch cheating husband and wears a diaper and don't stop to use the bathroom. You remember that lady that did that? That drove
I do.
across the country and
Yeah.
she
Put that diaper
used
on.
it on herself with diapers on and stuff. You knew that wasn't no black woman doing that. They don't do. And Deja don't say because I said, oh, I love the little baby. She's still a baby. Okay, how old you?
Oh, what's up,
She
Deja?
she about to be 25.
Dang, that's crazy.
This chick grown. And she still, I still take off my belt if I need to.
She's 25. Deja's
She'll be
24 years old.
25. She will be 25 in July. She's
Oh
24.
my God.
My
Dang,
daughter,
Deja, you old.
she, yeah, she in, and shout out to my daughter. She taking her law classes and she living on her own and paying her bills and all that good stuff.
Hey.
And all y'all that follow her off my page, that musicians that be trying to be in her inbox, I know who you are. I will get you. Rhonda said, okay, we can. She said on YouTube side, you're fine. But it was just on this side. But Western,
Uh,
I was watching something the other day. Some black guy said it makes so much sense. He said how other races, even though blacks create something that's so beneficial, they'll find a way
mhm.
to mess up. He said black people made the traffic light and police made tickets. He said black people made the light bulbs for electricity, and the other races gave us electric bills. And it makes sense. He said how the things we've created is because almost everything. So you can think about almost every single thing that's been created from back with the pyramids all the way up to now was done by us. And I still get
Right.
us to
Pastor Bill said we created, they tax it.
they said, oh, they built that right here. We're gonna throw our tax on it. Huh? Either they take credit or they throw their tax on it. And it's something that it's a new song, Zeke. You gonna love it. That Fred and Keith and Marcus, Fred and them got coming out. It's called Special, and it's about our people. And he's saying, hey, you have melanated skin, this, that, and the other. Your hair is beautiful, where it's down or it's twist. There's a whole song about black folks. how when we dance, the whole world pay attention. It's a great song. It's upbeat. It's a dance song. It's got a 90s feel. You don't love it, man, when you hear it, but it's self-pride. Our people don't have that. But Pastor Bill, you're right. They tax it everything. No,
Hey,
we make you know what you got to say. Zeke? Go ahead. What you got to say?
it reminded me of that Dave Chappelle joke from that Netflix special. He was like, "This is my impression of, of the forefathers writing the Constitution."
Oh yeah.
Get over there, nigga. Finish that Constitution. I'm trying to get some sleep. Get over there and finish writing that Constitution. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Like that's what what did said that too about when the lady was making the flag, said, "Get over there, nigga, and finish that flag." Same thing. One of us, I believe that one of us sold that flag up. That woman didn't do that. We brought the paper for the Constitution. We probably wrote it. They told us what to write. That people get credit for stuff, y'all. Know who y'all are. Oh, good morning, Miss Ursula Ellis. I saw you last night on the live Fred we had going. Saw you tuned in. Thanks for tuning in last night. Thanks for tuning in.
They are everywhere, man.
John just said it. They invented trademark. There you go, John. They invented the trademark. And here's something else about the other people.
Right. We made the stuff. They invented the trademark and trademarked it, and then said you can't use it because I trademarked it. Like what?
Yeah. Oh, and if you want to use it, you got to pay for it. Man, I'll put it together. Yeah. And you're gonna pay me. But this goes back to.
I'd be anxious to know who has the trademark on this thing, for instance, like this sponge. Like I did this, the hair thing. I'd be interested who has the trademark on this. Like it's probably some company.
But you know what? These companies, man, and something I've noticed too, but at the same time, these companies, now this is a conspiracy theorist part, but if you know too much, or if you do too much, they would get rid of you. Like I remember this got me, I'll never forget, these guys. One guy had figured out a cure for HIV, AIDS, one for another type of cancer, right? They were on the same airplane. They were going to get patents done so they can get stuff taken care of. This is on news. I'm going to look it back up. Now, you know how they died, Zeke? They in an airplane. You would think airplane crash, right? No. Both of these dudes died. They said in the article, and these men tripped and fell out the airplane. Who in the history of have you heard fell out of airplanes, Zeke? Trip. They fell out the airplane. They didn't say they jumped. They fell out the airplane. Two men fell out.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They said that's how they died. They fell out the airplane.
Yeah. You think they killed Dr. Sebi? You think they unalived Dr. Sebi?
Oh yeah, they definitely killed. He was saying too much. He was doing too much. And the thing is, you can't be those that you can't control, you kill.
Yeah, Fred Hampton.
And Fred Hampton, they couldn't control him. They couldn't control Martin Luther King. And you always get an Uncle Tom to kill him. You had Uncle Tom jump in there who worked for them. And here's something else people don't. Now, this something. Do your history look on this, and you may have heard this. The creator of the what's the name? FBI. What's the name?
Who? Cash Patel.
J. Edgar Hoover.
Oh, J. Edgar. You talking about back in the day? Okay, yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover. You do know who his people was, don't you?
No, I heard he was black though.
He was one of us. His daddy was one of us.
Yeah, I heard.
His whole family tree was black. He was black. His own cousins was on, I don't know if you saw it, his own cousins. His black cousins was on national TV with the whole family tree with pictures of him and everybody else. He was one of us. But he could pass for something else. Ain't that crazy? You want that? You want to be accepted that bad and that you kill and do things to kill your own off?
Yeah.
No other races.
Yeah, I got
they have community. We don't.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Like Asian people come over here, what they do, and no disrespect to the Asian people. They come, they send money back to their family. Their whole family stay together, and then they branch out from there. They got a nucleus place. We all go here. All other races do this. We'll go here. We're gonna send money back there to y'all. We're gonna make money here, send money back, and we're gonna invest in this business. When y'all come, you got your own business you got going, and you're gonna do this. Then we're gonna stay in one house and then venture out. They have community. But you know what happened to us? They burned
I'm old enough
down years ago.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember in Kankakee when, like, so Kankakee Hopkins Park. That's
And John, I'm
farmland,
gonna
a lot
ask
of
that question
farmers.
once Zeke is done. I'm gonna ask that question. Go
Sure,
ahead, Zeke.
sure. Like farmers, they have a lot of Mexicans that come up in the summertime to do the farm labor and all that kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I was a kid, a lot of Mexicans started migrating up here, not just for the summertime, but started moving their families up, started migrating up. And so when they were coming up, they weren't coming up rich. They weren't coming up with a whole lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the running joke was always, I don't mean this in any negative way or anything like that, but it was the running joke, which was 25 Mexicans will pop out of like a Ford Tempo or something like that. Like, because they'd be just piled up in the car, like all of them, they all live in the same house, right? We'd be like, oh, look at them Mexicans, man. They all of them living in the same house, all of them driving in the same car, all of them. But when you turn it to today and you look at it, that ain't the same story. They driving
Nope.
nice cars, like big trucks. They got businesses that they're running. Like the second generation of that wave, the ones that are my age
Mm-hmm.
and even their parents, like they worked the system. They stayed together. They lived in those houses. We was busy laughing at them, talking about some. Look, oh, there's 25 Mexicans living in a house together. That's crazy. I'd never do that. And now
And
like the
now
whole
look at them.
family now living in mansions and stuff because they stack their paper. Meanwhile, we
Dude,
still
it's
living
just
in
like
that same apartment.
it's like us. Like think about this, like our people. And our people, you cannot get money to open up. It's hard for one of us to get loans in our own communities, but other people come to our communities and have entire gas stations, beauty supplies, barber shops,
Yeah.
grocery stores. We go to the same. Oh, John Johnson asked the question. Did you guys two questions? Somebody John said, did you guys hear about the company Starry?
Yeah, I
John,
saw that in the comments. I'm
what
wondering about,
share
yeah,
about
what
that, John,
happened
what
there.
that was?
Share what that
And
is.
to,
And then I just saw Mervin just sent something. Got to give him
yeah,
a
I'm
shout
gonna
out.
read that for you now.
Mervin, we got to
Now,
have you on the show. You was on my mind yesterday. I was like, we need to have Mervin on the show. He's always such a supporter. He's always done so much. We need to have him on the show to talk about what he's doing. That just, when I saw your
yeah, yeah,
comment
yeah,
come, it
yeah,
just
yeah,
reminded
yeah.
me of that.
I'm gonna get you,
We need to
Mervin.
schedule that. Yeah, we'll schedule that.
And shout out to my cousin S. Renee Ross. Now, here's something from Tamisha Blakely. Some Africans do the same. They come and go to school, get degrees, send for family to come along and help them through school as well. They stick together. Yeah, some Africans, it's the westernized us that may do that.
Yeah.
Melvin
Yeah,
said,
so
yo,
that's a real thing. And
yeah,
so go to that comment, and then we'll do Mervin's.
go ahead, go
To
ahead.
that comment, I know a lot of Africans who will send for their, yeah, like
Hmm.
that's what Ms. Blakely was saying. They'll send for their relatives. So like, you go stay with your uncle while you're in school. You go stay with your uncle. You go stay with your auntie, your cousins, and then either you stay over there or you come back to Africa. But either way it goes, you got that good education, and you stayed with family while they did that. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead
And
with
see,
Mervin's. Go ahead.
Mervin, you see, you get what I'm saying. Mervin said, yo, and this is not a racist thing. He said, look up why a bunch of Chinese restaurants all have the same menus despite being located all over the US. It really affirms Eric what you said about creating those nucleus of support centers. Yeah, they keep it unit. It's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah,
They
and you know
they
why?
they go
Well,
ahead.
because the food that's in Chinese restaurants ain't real Chinese food. Like that, ain't nobody eating that stuff necessarily in China. Or it's very Americanized recipes. Things like fortune cookies. You won't go to China and find a fortune cookie nowhere
Not
on
at
the
all.
whole
They don't do that
subcontinent. Like
mess.
you won't find no fort. That's an American thing, right? But you find it
We
at every Chinese restaurant. Like
we try to put our
they
thing.
stay together.
America try to put their stuff on everybody. John said, "Oh, the question about Starry. Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
I didn't know that happened. Yeah, I just saw that too. I didn't know they
Yeah,
did that.
that
Oh, look,
that
Rich
a
is here.
woman. Uh-oh, Dr. Holmes. They used to be Sierra Mist, but a Caucasian woman named Sierra bought the name.
How do you buy a name Sierra? Well, I
It
guess you
she
can.
bought the name. Now it's called
She bought the
Starry.
name Sierra, and that's why they changed the name to Starry. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Sierra
Yeah.
Mist was a regular. No, no, no. What it was Sierra Mist was the company's name, and
Right.
some woman wanted that name and bought the name of this big old company. I want that name and patented and got the name. How you do that
Yeah.
for a company that big and they never have their name secured?
So you want to know something crazy? This is the importance of understanding trademarks and stuff like that. And even I have to get,
Hmm.
even I have to be a little bit wiser about some of this stuff as well as I'm learning and growing. But owning trademarks to names. is mad important, man. Owning trademarks to names is mad important. We got to understand what the trademark to names is. So one of our choir director friends, if you know who I'm talking
Mhm,
about, then you know who I'm talking about. But for the sake
mhm,
of
mhm.
protecting the innocent, one of our choir director friends has been hashtagging "Bring the Choir Back" for years, years and years and
Yeah.
years. Somebody on the East Coast then goes and trademarks the name "Bring the Choir Back" because they were doing something with it. And then this other choir friend of mine who had been hashtagging it for years, they were bringing a case against him because they gave him a cease and desist to stop using something he had already been doing because somebody else
For
came through
almost 20
and
years, he been
trademarked
saying
it.
it.
Yeah. And then somebody else came through and trademarked it, and he gets these cease and desist. He's like, I'm not stopping the like
Yeah.
crazy. So he can't
And they'll try to
monetize
sue
something
him
he been
too.
doing. Exactly.
And
That's
they're
the
gonna try
whole
to sue
thing.
him. And the sad
Yeah.
part is possibly they will win because they own the thing. That's
Yeah,
just
because it's
crazy.
all on paper. And that's all the law does is paper. I tell you what, let's do this, E. I'm gonna play one more
Rich
song
homie.
so that I can figure out how to
Okay.
get rich on on the screen. And then but while I figure that out, I'm gonna put some
We'll be back, people.
somebody forgot to make payment on the trademark, John said. Oh, got
They
it.
lost their
Somebody at
job that
PepsiCo.
day.
Yeah,
They're
PepsiCo
dead.
ain't letting
Whoever
that
did
go.
that, people, whoever did that, John, they're dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Trust and believe, they killed them
Hope
that
you
day.
enjoy. Hope you enjoyed your time. This
Yeah, they killed them that day.
with the PepsiCo company. All right, y'all. Here
Yeah.
goes another song. I forget what this even is, but we're gonna find out together. Here we go. You're locked in with Zeke live in the morning. Zeke is on the move today. What is this?
Can I
Oh, it's
get a
me.
green light?
It's green light. Okay, cool.
I won't ever thank you. Promise me love. Sometimes seems like it's taking way too long. Trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? Wanna be right. So I'm moving out your green light. Say, how y'all doing, huh? Where you at, huh? If you waiting on the Lord, God can take a man's word. What you say, huh? Yo, say, see, I want everything. Seems like it's taking way too long. Should I stay? Should I move on? So I don't move. Yo, see, how y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh? And if you're waiting on the Lord, God you take a man's word. What you say, huh? Bring the whole world jumping. What I'm feeling doing nothing. I said a one, but till I hear you say
That song is going into actually is one of my favorite clips from you guys. And
Oh,
yeah.
my
So
mic ain't on. That's one of your favorites. I'm just a
and
talker.
the green light and the one that's going into and real quick before we introduce Pastor Dr. Rich Holmes, who's also driving. John Johnson said the person who did not pay for the trademark he said it was black. He said he'd
Wow.
being funny. I think he'd being funny. He said they forgot to pay for it. He said one of us didn't do it. Oops, I wouldn't be surprised. What's going on, Pastor Holmes? Dr. Rich
Yo,
Holmes.
what's happening? Zeke live in the morning. How y'all doing?
Rich Holmes,
All
what's
good,
cracking like?
man.
You out here driving too, huh?
Yeah, driving day 4 of the shoot. Getting it together, getting it done.
Hey, you all need to
All
go
Nice.
safe.
follow Rich Holmes. He's about to be
Huh?
famous again. I told him they need to go follow Rich. He's about to be famous, man. Y'all ain't gonna
Yeah.
follow him no more. You need to better stick to Prince,
Trying to be
but
like you, E. Trying to be like
well,
you.
you know what? It takes a little work, but we all can get there, right? We all gonna be something, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait,
But man,
I am
Absolutely.
somebody. That's
I am
right.
somebody.
I
You
am
know what?
somebody.
Grandpa Jesse. Grandpa Jesse. But Rich, we was talking about, man, systemic. We were just talking about different racial things and things like that today. It was just a random convo, you know.
Yeah, we just been talking. I'm headed down to Springfield right now. I got Pastor Bill
Yeah.
driving. Pastor Bill is driving right now. There you go, y'all.
Pastor
He showed
Bill,
up.
what's
There you go.
happening?
I-
Oh wow,
He did the.
Oh,
the whole
Zeke
Catholic
live
thing,
moving today. We Zeke live moving for real.
Yeah, Zeke is on the
right?
move today. Yeah.
Now I've been in the car the past few days, and everybody else is going, and I'm home.
Right
That's
now, you
crazy.
home, E, and we all moving
So I
for
need to go get
you.
in the car and drive and get on this way too. Then,
Right, everybody
but
just be
man,
on the move.
just wanted to share because I know Rich got some stuff to share. I just wanted to give an announcement to our followers. Rich, you weren't here for this yesterday, or was it yesterday before, whatever. But Zeke Locke in the morning is going to be giving away a pair of tickets for the Mother's Day concert, May 9th, at the House of Hope Church in Chicago. It's going to be a day for you to bring your mama out. Now, again, this is a pair of tickets,
Hey,
not a
Rich, your
gift.
phone giving a lot of feedback.
Yeah,
Your car
your
giving a lot of feedback.
something
Yeah,
is
yeah.
turned up.
There you go. Yeah. No, I just
How did
picked
you
the
do
mic
that?
picking up the whole road. No, he muted
Oh,
himself. His mic is picking up the whole road. Yeah. That's all.
oh, got it.
Yeah, it's
So
just
we're going
road
to give away a
noise.
pair of tickets to not everybody. Ooh, almost messed up. One pair of tickets, which is two. One pair of tickets, which is two, to the Mother's Day, because you got to tell people. We're going to give away tickets to the Chicago show May 9th at the House of Hope. It's featuring our boy Fred Hammond, Marvin Winans, Marvin Sapp, Jacqueline Carr, Donald Lawrence, the choir master himself. Zeke Locke will be in the building. He'll be somewhere around there. And also, our girl Bobby Lane is the opening act for the show. So we're going to give away a pair of tickets for that. Also, there's going to be a few more giveaways in other states. Something coming up for Anthem Music. We'll give somebody tickets for. We're going to do something for. It's a bunch of stuff coming up. And Zeke Locke in the morning is where you want to tune into so you can be a part of these giveaways, these special guest artist interviews. Wow, I feel like Rhonda's comment just got me. I feel like I'm the lesser of the people right
I don't
there.
even know how I just did that.
He says everybody in the car, busy guy, famous guy, and Eric. I don't know how I feel about that because I'm very popular and very, very busy.
Eric, the most
But no,
famous out of all of us.
um, but
Eric, the most famous out of all of us.
that's funny
Did
people
y'all
say
ever hear that
that.
interview? Did y'all ever hear that interview? I think it was Kev on stage. Did an interview with Jonathan McReynolds. And Jonathan
Oh, the one
McReynolds
that's coming through.
literally,
I told him.
this is not, I'm not even exaggerating to y'all. Y'all can go look this up. It's on the interwebs. It's on Al Gore's interwebs. Jonathan McReynolds himself on Kev on stage interview said Eric Rideout told him to go do such as it was Eric Rideout that put him on. That this is documented history, y'all. I just
You
want
know
y'all
what's
to know
funny
that.
thing about that too? When I
Eric
told
Rideout.
Jonathan, I didn't get that boy no information. I felt bad. He was like, "Who am I?" I said, "Man, it don't even matter. Just go do it."
Man, you be doing this stuff to people all the you
I
did
do
that
that to
to me.
people. I did it to
Yeah.
Zeke. I remember doing that to Zeke. Yeah, I gotta tell that Zeke funny with Fred though. That was pretty. I dropped Zeke off in that room. I said we went in Fred's dressing room. Zeke wanted to meet him, so Fred, Pam was in there. Who else was in there? Pam, Fred.
Dave.
Dave, well, Dave or Dre?
It was Dave.
Dave. And I
No,
took
Dre, because Dre was there too. I think maybe. No,
Dre
Dre
was,
wasn't there. I hadn't met
they
Dre
were, it
yet.
might
It
have
was
just been
Dave.
Pam then. Okay, Dave. Okay.
You
And
know,
I
it was
took
Pam
Zeke
and
in the
Dave. I
room.
remember Dave being there too. Yeah, yeah.
Sure. I took him in there and dropped Zeke off the room. I said, walked in. I was like, what's up, Fred? Blah, 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 blah. And so I was talking to him. I said, oh, this is Zeke Locke right here. And then I just turned around, walked right out the room and shut the door. Left Zeke in the room. But Zeke made it
Like
work.
literally, y'all.
He
He was
made it
like, Fred,
work.
he's like, yeah, Fred want to meet you. Like, and then I'm like, all right, cool, cool. He just left me there in the
Oh, yeah,
room.
Fred wanted to
I'm
meet
like,
you.
what do I say? Like, should I say something? I was starstruck. This was what was that? Milwaukee, right? That was
Yeah,
my
and then you
first
came
time
in the
on stage
room
with
and fell
Fred.
out and laid on the floor in front of the choir. See, this
Man,
thing, people.
I was like, I'll
Y'all
never
be
wash this
laughing.
hand again.
Say, never watch it again.
I was
As
like,
you
I'll
watch
never
it the
wash
next
this hand again.
same night in the bath. Like I forgot to put a bag on the Fred end. But we want, Zeke Live in the morning is a place where you guys are going to get concert tickets. You're going to get exclusive. You're going to get interviews. You're going to get stuff here you can't get nowhere else because there's not another Zeke. There's not another Rich. There's not another me. I guess Rhonda. There's not another Rhonda. Oh, what did he say? John Johnson, he did it with me too. If you know Eric, make sure you have all black ready. He will send you on a mission. I definitely will send you on a mission. And matter of fact, when we get done, I'm sending people on missions in 10 states as we speak to do some stuff. But man, Zeke Live in the morning is where I'm gonna start talking so Rich can have it, where you guys want to tune in because again, giveaways, interviews. We're gonna be popping up live. We may do a Zeke Lock in the morning and invite some of the Lock stars for breakfast. We may pick a random person and say, we're gonna do a live and we're gonna take you out to eat. Now, depends where
Yeah.
you go.
I'll take them to the Wheel or the Kennedy House of Pancakes. Those are my two favorite diners right
I
now. And
love the wheel.
that
You
the
gotta
Wheel
live.
is, listen, the Wheel got me. They got a hold on me. They got these little things called delights. Man, listen,
Oh, those are good.
I,
I eat
them little $2 treats. It's like a whole strawberry cheesecake one for $2. It's like a whole
the wheel
man. Me
is
and my
good.
wife drove down there and got some of them. And Rhonda on the Run. I'm so sorry, I did not do my Rhonda on the Run when it came to getting
I
that
was gonna say, I
cheesecake because
hope you're
I
running
down that.
afterwards. I hope you're running afterwards. I hope you're running.
I
Oh, just
wasn't.
so Rhonda can
I
see,
sat down. I run into the bathroom.
I had grapes this morning.
We
I'm
didn't talk about
starving.
that actually. We actually
Yeah,
didn't talk about that. The Rhonda on the Run challenge. I'll see if I can find a banner because we are doing that as well. The Rhonda on the Run challenge. We are doing that as well. Look at y'all. I'm learning as we go how to like do this from my phone. It
that's
doesn't
good
have
though.
as
You
many
got it.
features, so. And we're also not on Instagram this morning as a result because I forgot to I left before I could set the live. I have to do that separately. So I have to, if anybody from Instagram comes to YouTube and sees this, like Mama and all them that be on there, so sorry we're not on here today. I hope they don't, I hope they don't hate us for that. But I have to go on Instagram separately, so it's a whole thing. But anyways, Rhonda on the Run. Y'all know we're doing that challenge while we're speaking about going to breakfast and eating these delights and these cheesecakes and things of that sort.
Those delights are good though.
Bro, them delights are,
I have
oh my
nothing but
God.
water so far, Rhonda. I've
Uh,
done nothing but water today.
I'm not even gonna lie to her.
well,
I'm doing more than water when this camera go off. But
well, I had coffee, so I have my, I got my coffee, but I haven't eaten anything, so. But yeah, y'all do the Rhonda on the Run challenge with us. Hashtag Rhonda on the Run, tag Rhonda on the Rocks on Instagram, which we are not on this
go
morning. But
support her. Go support her.
yeah, we'll be back on Instagram tomorrow. But y'all tag Rhonda on the Rocks on Instagram. Don't forget the H in Rocks. You see it right there at the bottom of the screen. Rhonda on the Run with Rhonda on the Rocks. So we're doing that from April 1st all the way through April 30th. Your
Oh,
choices, be physically healthier. For me, it's been trying to remember to get more sleep and more rest. I've not done very well at it since I've been doing, but it's at least on my mind. And so there have been a couple nights where I did do good by it, like the other day, and that's why I woke up feeling sprightly. So,
yes,
like,
right.
um, sprightly and a little bit more nimble today. So I'm using all old words. I'm going to
But
use
you know
old
what?
people words.
But the older you get, have you? I don't know if you and Rich have noticed this before. Have you noticed when you get up in the morning and you're okay when you laying in the bed, but the minute you stand up, you gotta pee real bad. Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced that?
Yeah.
It's
Uh
like,
oh.
where does that come from?
Am I frozen or y'all frozen? Oh, there we go.
No, you're. You know, Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed. Yeah, I was laying in bed at the hotel yesterday. I stood up. I'm feeling great. I stood up. It's like I had to get to that bathroom. Like, what is that about? Is that the older you get or something?
I think it's the older you get. Like
I'm
Rich
when
is
I
just
get
mid.
to
getting
the house
old,
after a
man.
car drive.
That's what it is, Rich.
I'm
Yeah.
just getting old, man. It just happens.
Yeah, the older you get,
Yeah.
things
It
start
just
changing.
happens. I get
It sucks.
I get to the house now and I got to pee every time. Like it never fails. As soon as I get to the house, I don't care if I pee 10 minutes. When I get to the house, I got to go. And it don't even be a whole lot. It'd be like two little sprays and then I'm done. But it'd be like World War III going on. Like I'd be having to, like, if I don't get there right now, I was going to be wet everywhere. And I get in there and be like two little drops. And you'd be like, what was that? What was that even? Hey, y'all didn't tell me this was going to happen in the 40s.
All right.
Nobody
Nobody,
explained that to me. There was no orientation.
dude, and it happens the minute your age change. It happens that next day. You was
Like,
39.
for
As soon
real.
as,
Or
soon
you
as you hit 40, your body said, now you gonna
now
start
you
getting,
now you get up out the car. You get up out of your seat like this. You start making that little noise.
and you got wait. You got
Every
to
time
hold
you
on
get there.
almost to the
Them
side when
running
you get
noises,
out. Exactly. You get in the car slow.
them noises is tough, man. When you get older, just anytime random noises.
He's a random
Random
noise
noises. Like, do y'all
for
hear
no
that
reason,
squeaky noise? Oh, that's my knee. Why my knee squeaking? When
or
did knee
things
start
on your
squeaking?
body. See, or things on your body hurt that you didn't know were body parts. You had that happen, like something real, yeah, some little muscle you didn't know you had. That joint will go
Mm.
out. You're like, what is happening?
Hey, when I pulled that when I pulled whatever I pulled trying to lift my car up, and now I get the random back pains that be happening. I This is what I learned at that time, and I was a little young when that happened though. But it still it still pops up every now and again like sciatica. But
Oh,
I learned in older years to that effect that your back is a lot more important than you think it is. Your back, like your back, like I think it was Cannibal Buress who said, your back is like your whole body. Like if your back is
it
out,
is.
you can't do nothing. Like, and I
Dude,
learned that. So
if
yeah,
your lower back is hurting or something wrong with
you
your back, you're done. You checked
can't do
out.
nothing. You
Like
never would have
Lord,
thought that that was that important
like
to anything. But if your
Lord,
lower
call me
back
to
goes out, is it?
you,
That's
and that
it.
hurt. There's no pain like it. You like Lord, call me to glory. Oh
Like
wait,
women, I know y'all be having babies and stuff like that. I know you have. So we're not trying to say that we understand your pain. We're just trying to say that when men catch a cold and have lower back pains, it doesn't. Your birth pains don't compare to that. That's all I'm saying. Like, birth pains don't compare to lower back pains, especially when you have a
look.
cold. That's all I'm saying.
Oh wait, somebody just put something in the message in the notes for us. Tamisha Blakely just said this. April is Sam, Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Shout out to all survivors and their supporters. So yeah, that is
Oh,
important. Didn't know that.
didn't
And
know
then
that.
on the side
Sexual
note,
Assault Awareness Month, April. I didn't even know that. Okay.
yeah, so we got to talk about that this
And it's
month. And
also autism awareness month. They just be throwing stuff on months. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, we should make awareness, but I don't be knowing what month it is. It'd be autism awareness
Ain't
month,
either.
social
Is
media
that
awareness month.
why the art conference was the art conference this month?
it sure was.
Yes, it was. I don't know if that's why he did it. Oh, maybe that is why he did that.
He did
He's pretty
mention
good
that on
about
the
that
phone
stuff.
call. Oh,
Oh, in that case, see,
And Tamisha said she thought peeing in the morning only happened to women. It don't. Look, let me tell you something. It happened to men, and it's random when it happens. It's only happens, Zeke, if you notice, Rich, when you get somewhere. If you drive and you're right, if you get to a restaurant you want to go to, you got to go to the bathroom first. If you get home, you got to run to the bathroom first.
uh-oh,
If you
I'm going out.
no, you in, you just your camera's off. Yep, it was in Chicago. Yep,
Oh no,
that
I
was what
turned
it
my
was
key.
for.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
I ain't
was
gonna lie
breaking
to
up when you
you.
was talking, so I missed all that.
After I done got older now, the first place I
Mhm.
go, any place like a random new place I go, I'm always
Bathroom.
looking to where are the bathrooms. That's the first thing I'm looking for. In the
That's
bathroom.
important.
So
That's
any
important.
given second, if I got to go, I need a beeline. I need to make it right there to it. I ain't got no problem, man, for sure.
And the worst, wait, y'all are fellas too. Now, have y'all ever had to go to the bathroom and you got on some jogging pants and can't get the knot out or the tie and you can't, And that's the
Can't get
worst.
that that tie undone.
Man.
Oh my
And you don't
god!
want to stand there like no 3-year-old to pull your pants down to the urinal and stand there with your whole behind out. But hey, man, I've been there.
Great
I don't even.
sweatpants have a little drip
I'm
drip. Them
sick.
girls gonna have a problem. It's gonna be an issue. They
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
see the
right.
drip drip.
I've seen
And what
that
is that
before. A
about? Yeah,
man standing at a urinal with his pants down, like
hey,
a
you can get that
3-year-old
thing untied.
grown man.
Hey, but that's the thing. Where did
That
that come
surprises
from?
me still to this day. There are men like random stats. The whole thing is down, and it's just like, yo, you're not 10
Right.
anymore, bro. Like, what's happening?
Like go in the stall and do that, you nasty fool. And I don't understand. I know one guy I know to this day. I ain't gonna put him out there. When he used the restroom he sit backwards on the toilet.
Sit backwards on the toilet.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he
How?
can't go facing
Ew.
like normal people. But this is the thing that get to me, and the older you get too,
Ew.
and like you said, like Zeke said, when you pee, and Rich, you just brought it up. How come now, the older you get, when you pee and you done, it's still when you think you're done and you about some more, it just come out of nowhere. It's like, where is that coming
The
from?
last stream.
You gotta
Yeah,
wipe that drip drip, man. You gotta stay there a little longer. You gotta be
Hey,
patient. Like you're waiting on
have
the
y'all
Lord.
ever
Be patient. Don't leave too early.
yeah.
have y'all
You leave
ever
too
have
early,
y'all
your
ever
pants
watched
wet.
this? Have y'all ever watched this show? I think you should leave.
I think I
What you
have.
say, Pastor Bill? You gotta turn around and run back to the toilet. Hey, have y'all ever watched this show?
Yeah,
This show, I think you should leave on Netflix. Is with Tim Robinson. It's called Eric. You will get a kick out of this
yeah,
show.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. I know
you,
what you're talking about. I'm actually starting to binge watch it today.
bro. Listen, they got one skit on there. I don't want to give it away, but they got one skit where like for guys who come out the bathroom, they got a little piddle on their pants. Like he was like, no, 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 those pants were made that way. He goes to such and such site.com to get your pants. It's the new style. It's the I want to get a skit away too much because it's
No, but that's
hilarious.
true though. Rich brought that up, and I thought about that because that happened to me the other day. I thought I was done, and I'm about to step back. Like, wait, here something else coming. And it's like, when does
Yeah,
this stop? You know, and
yeah,
or the worst is when you go and normally when you was young, you go it's like you hitting it. You now
yeah.
it's like the water faucet on slow a little bit. Like you got you had the pressure up. Like I don't know.
My lord,
Like
ladies, men have medical issues as y'all can see. Now I'm
man,
gonna tell you the worst. No, no, no.
Listen,
Okay,
we
all
got
right.
rules in the bathroom.
We
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
ladies got rules in the bathroom, but man, we
we
got
do.
rules in the bathroom.
I
We
don't
don't,
think
we don't
ladies
do
have
it.
rules in the bathroom. You know why? I think they don't have rules because as
But
soon as
wait,
one lady say I gotta use the restroom, they all get up and go together. I don't understand that because I'm saying if I say I gotta use the bathroom and y'all gentlemen get up and come with me, I'm like nigga go sit down somewhere. Like it's what a group trip. It's what a
oh,
field
you know
trip.
what?
Like,
This
what
is
are you
something else.
doing,
And
ladies? What do
but
y'all
this
do
is
in the
something.
bathroom?
But as fellas, have you all ever been in the stall or standing at the urinal and there's a whole bunch of somebody comes stand the one right next to you?
Oh yeah.
That's awkward.
That's a rule. That's a rule.
You
Those
don't
those don't come
stand next to
stand
another man.
unless it's like a full bathroom.
If
Then
it's
that's
full,
unfair.
you don't have no
But if
choice.
it's like three spots available and you come stand in the it's only one person in there. You come stand right next to me. Uh, yeah,
And
no.
then you look over and try to start a conversation. Like, man, don't talk to me while we in there. Or you see somebody come in the bathroom and they walk up, don't wash their hands.
Oh, that's the one.
Remember,
No, when somebody, it's one thing if you peed and didn't
remember we
wash your
did
hands.
that,
I don't
bro.
like that. But what?
Was I with you when the dude didn't wash his hands? The Latino brother, sister, brother, the Mexican, not Mexican.
I,
What is he? We
I
were
remember,
somewhere, and
baby.
I was like, "Hey man, you need to wash your hands." And he was like, "No, no, no." I said, "No, wash your hand." I grabbed his hand and put it in the wash his hands, bro.
I don't
Good.
think I was there for
Was
that
that
one.
you? Maybe that was
And
you.
you
I
should
think
have
that
Maybe
was
it
me
was
slapped him.
then.
somebody. Yeah,
And you
I
should
don't know
have
what
slapped
guy
him
did it.
across the back of his head for not doing
I
it.
was like, bro,
Nasty.
wash your hands. You don't understand what
I
I'm
seen
saying?
people at the airport, especially like being in and out the airport. Y'all, I'm sure y'all seen this. Somebody walked straight out the stall
Oh,
And just
and
walk right out with their
just
luggage.
yeah, yeah. It ain't like they changed clothes and stuff in the stall. It wasn't like they was doing that. They just So they was either nasty or they was in there doing cocaine. It was one or the other. Because
Whoa,
why you didn't wash your hands? Like,
whoa.
ugh.
Wait,
Cocaine
Tamisha
in a public
Blakely,
bathroom is serious. That's real. That's
and
crazy
Yeah.
work
people
right
do
there.
it.
Hey,
Tamisha
people do
Blakely
it.
just,
I
People do
know.
it.
Tamika said
Crazy
it's a
work.
That bad
community
part.
event. She said bathroom trips for women are a community event. We have conversations in the bathroom.
But
Yeah, they trying to
why? Like,
decide if they're gonna give you a shot or not.
Or if they're gonna leave. Yeah, they're gonna leave or not.
but why? I just don't understand. Like,
If
well,
you
you know
see
what?
me get up
Ladies'
to go to the
bathrooms be
bathroom,
having lounges. They be like,
yeah,
even in our church, the
They do
ladies'
be
bathroom, both
nice.
bathrooms, they got couches and they
You
got.
right.
It's just a nice environment. You go in the men's restroom, it's just like a urinal, a stall. The door don't even work on the stall.
tissue barely on there.
Right, tissue barely there. The
But
And
those that's
hand
gonna
dryer
build.
don't work. The men's
Yeah, if you
restrooms get
build
no
in
love.
new buildings, just think about the men's bathroom for us at least one
Yeah,
time.
y'all think
Make it
about
real
men's
nice
restroom.
for us. A
Yeah,
real
because
nice
the
men's
women's
bathroom would be
restrooms.
nice.
Yeah.
and you will never catch me going to the bathroom and say, "Hey, Rich, I go to the bathroom." Hey, bro, come on. Never happen. Women do that kind of stuff. Get up, and say, "Girl, I'm going to the bathroom." Come on, we'll go. I come with you. You will never hear two men tell another man go to the bathroom together.
I'm
Yeah,
telling y'all, if I tell y'all I gotta go to the restroom, if we out and I say I gotta go pee and y'all get up and come with me, I
Is
mean,
the
it's one thing
problem?
if you gotta pee too, but if like a whole table of dudes get
I
up
would have to hold
and
it
go
though.
to the restroom, I'm just gonna assume
Principal
y'all
says
y'all
hold it though,
about
Zeke.
to fight.
But principal says hold it just because you said you had to go, and I may have to go. I said, man, I do have to go too. Now I have to wait on principal for you to come out. Then I go in. I can go in at the
Yeah.
same time.
I'm not that heavy with it. I'm not that heavy with it. I do go to the bathroom if I gotta go to the bathroom, whether you gotta go or not. I'm going to the
Yeah, yeah.
bathroom. But
I'm
Yeah,
I
I'm
awake.
do
with it. It's
understand
cool.
it. Because some women go to the bathroom ain't got to go to the bathroom at all. They just there to hold the girl's purse, her hair,
That's what I'm
whatever they
saying. The
got to do
whole
to help them out. Yeah.
yeah.
Tamisha said they have to touch up lip gloss, share lotion. What else she say? She said women have to touch up lotion, share favorite clothing stores, girdle secrets. Yeah, I don't
You got
know.
I can't. Yeah, that's why the line be so long in the women's restrooms all the time. Like
that's
the
true.
line be wrapped around the block to go like during the
Oh
intermission of
man,
the
we
show.
got yeah.
The women's line be around the block. The men's line, we be in and out. We done. See, we don't
In
got
and
time
out.
to talk. Talk in the lobby. Like
Yeah, and then what you talking to another man for in the bathroom anyway? Now, if we in there, like say I'm in there and Zeke come in the bathroom already in there and Zeke, hey man, that music out there crazy, man, they killing. That's the conversation. But just to go in the bathroom and sit and have random conversations, that's not normal.
Yeah, we're
so,
not
what
trying
you
to
do
sit in the
last night?
bathroom too long anyway. We trying to get on in and get
And
on out. Get back to the action.
Exactly.
What's going on out here? Yeah. So.
exactly. Somebody
Exactly.
asked, just like, never, I ain't gonna say that. I keep it to myself.
Oh, well, Rhonda said the lines are
Uh-oh.
long because they got a lot of work to do. This is true. Ladies do have a lot of things they gotta get undone. I mean, my wife even did that. Sometimes she wear these little onesie things, and then she be like jumping around trying to get in. I'd be like, why do you even wear that then? Like,
Right.
If it take all that
like,
work
it's
to
so
put it
hard.
on,
And then she'd be like, you don't understand how difficult it is to get this. Like, I didn't tell you to put that on. Like I didn't put that on you. Like, you chose that outfit. You knew it was gonna happen
don't
when
get
you had to
mad at me.
pee.
You think that. I never said
Yeah.
do it. You did that. Just like this guy I know, this friend of mine, he sells merchandise and he
Yeah.
got cups that say his name on it. He said, "Bro, I want you here cup for you." I'm not drinking out no cup with your name on it, man. What are you talking about? He started laughing like, "What is Cedric on it? And give me a Cedric cup." No, I'm not doing it. If it had an initial on it, that's one thing. I'm not drinking out no cup with no other man's name. I mean, I know some people say that's extreme. I just ain't doing it. Again,
So
thank y'all for watching it. Keep sharing this. Keep sharing this and liking this. Keep sharing it and liking it.
yeah, we
Oh,
said
we see.
all of that. We
Go
basically
ahead.
said all that basically to say, make sure y'all join the Rhonda on the Run challenge. Rhonda on the Rocks.
Hey, get back to that right.
April 1st to April 30th. That whole conversation was the result of Rhonda on the Run. So y'all make sure that join that challenge. So Rich is pulling up on set. Clearly, we see him doing the set thing. We only got a couple minutes left on here. We'll be pulling into Springfield not too long ourselves. So I know Rich is coming on set. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. Y'all mind if I do this one real
We got
quick?
extras.
Pastor
If y'all
Bill.
need extras, we need extras. Come on.
Oh, tell the people. Tell the people. Yeah,
We
yeah,
out
let them
here
know.
at Tree of Life in Hammond, Indiana. We need extras on
Mhm.
set today. We're doing our it's a big battle scene, so you want to come and see this battle. It's gonna be dope. It's a big part of the actual
That's right
movie.
off
We're
Holman
going on
Avenue,
from
right?
Breezy, yeah, right off Holman Avenue. So I'm out here in Hammond. It's pretty dope. Got a nice
Aw,
little turnout, man. A lot of cars out
not you
here. So
over in my
I
area, and I
know
ain't
I was
even
gonna
there.
come say what's up, and I remember you was going, hey, how you doing, man? And so
Ah,
yeah, it's going down. Walking into the set to see how it looked like. Y'all get a little exclusive. That's what we do. Zeke live in the morning.
ah,
This is the entrance of our extras. Come on, we're real around here. I don't know if y'all can see me.
ah.
The extras coming this way. Going on set, and it's featuring. Her name is Kiva. You guys seen the Dirty D on Tubi, as well as a bunch of other things she's done. She's like the Holly Berry of Tubi right now. But she's in this movie. She's starring in it, and it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. It's written by Dre, Relentless, Chicago Christian. How you doing, man? And yeah, it's pretty dope so far. Just need some more people to come on in as they setting it up. Cameras.
Another black man,
Nice.
another one of us making moves,
Yeah, so
Making
this is
big
depicting
moves.
making
somebody
big
Shout
moves.
out to
pursuing
Relentless.
pursuing his dream in action right now, right in your face. This is not something you have to go in the Bible and find somebody. You got somebody right here doing something that God has released them to do, and you're seeing it happen right here firsthand. It's gonna be top of the line. I got the best producers, some of the best actors and actresses. We're doing top line for the kingdom. We ain't gotta always just not make it excellent, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't have all the resources. God has given us connections, He's given us power, and we believe He will use somebody somewhere to use their power, their influence, and their whatever they do to help you get to the level
Yeah,
you're looking to do. So if you got a plan with God, you just go forward with it. You'll see it in action. If you want to be a part of it on an excellent way, come on and join us today. We'll be here from until about 5 o'clock. So we here from 10 to 5. So that's how long the shoot is. So come on through. It's gonna be dope.
and you never know who's watching, Rich. Like you said, it can be. We can have that one person share this, and that's why we ask you guys to share this. One person can share this, and who knows, a millionaire could be sitting there watching this when they share it. Like, oh, what's that? Who are these guys?
Getting our
A
green
millionaire could
walls
be watching
together.
this. Oh, that's dope.
Look at that.
So you got to make it happen. See, it may not be at the green wall, it's all in the technical studios, but you create it. You learn how it works. There's somebody somewhere here who's been doing this for years. Say, hey, I can help you out with that. So yeah, it's gonna get
Mm-hmm.
excellent green wall. It's gonna look really, really nice when it gets done. So it's dope,
Nice.
man. It's great, great, great. Here's the stage. We're gonna get this all set, but here's the stage right now. It's where it's gonna happen. This gonna be filled
Nice.
with about maybe 50 people so far. And then yeah, it's gonna be a cold rap battle. Y'all gonna love it.
Go Relentless, man. Shout out to Relentless.
I'm
We
laughing
got
at
it.
that effect he just gave it.
Right. Like an old man drinking a Pepsi.
Hey, and also, just Will, I see what you said. It is Friday, so it's Thursday and Friday. It's a 2 day shoot because we got to take care of two events for the
Oh
movie. But
wow.
anyway, it's a 2 day shoot. We got to get all these angles correctly. So come on, be in your best club outfit, as we call it. Come on, somebody, or whatever you would wear to go out
Yeah.
and party and have a fun time. Come on through. It's
Exactly.
gonna be dope. So it's tomorrow as
I
well, same
wear
time, same
I wear
area,
bow
same
ties
location.
and penny loafers. I
Hey,
wear
well,
bow
come on with
ties
your
and
bow
penny
tie.
loafers to the
Hey,
club. So
that's your
I'm a church
swag.
boy.
If you want your little taco meat out, come on, bring your taco meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what's the craziest thing? That just made me remind you said put on your best club outfit. And back in my clubbing days, my younger years, you can always tell the church folks by what they was wearing to the club.
Uh-oh. Come on,
The
talk
church
about
folks
it.
are used to they have on church shoes and bow ties and stuff like that at the club.
Shirt shoes with jeans, button
Church
up.
shoes with jeans and a button up
Yeah, we having a
everybody
good
else in there
time, though.
chilling and we looking like we just dressed down church. Like, we can
I
always tell
remember
the ones that did.
Looking
I
like
was one
looking
of
like
them.
looking like youth Sunday,
trying
like
to fit in.
youth pastor.
Right,
Listen,
right.
I wore a whole orange outfit one day at the club. I don't know what I was thinking. I had orange hush puppy shoes, had on some orange pants, and had like a cream and orange shirt. And I went in there like, yeah, I'm about to get it. Dude was like, yeah, you ain't about this life out here. I'm like, nah, not really. I thought I was clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna get no girls tonight. You ain't getting no girls at all.
He said you ain't gonna get no girls.
No girl. The man had on like some jeans and a t-shirt and a hat. And he had like all of them. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, now. I know I look better than this guy. Club wasn't for me, man.
Yeah, we was raised for church, not the club. You know.
I was raised for church. Oh, the church, they gonna go for this. Doc, you see these hooked up shoes, Doc? Come on now.
Right, he said you're not getting no girls.
Yeah, right. Here's the star right here. There's the star.
There's Relentless, y'all.
But,
Everybody get some hearts and some love to Relentless since he's there.
Man. How y'all feeling? Zeke, Eric, what up, y'all?
What's up,
movie
man?
Star. What's up, movie star?
Producer.
I'm just a regular guy.
Film director.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're proving to us that regular guys do extraordinary things. So there you go. Yeah. Dude, congratulations on the movie.
Oh,
doing
man,
good, man.
Great.
Yeah, congrats on the movie. Congrats on the whole just getting it and getting boots on the ground and actually doing it, man. That's a lot of folks get stifled and find it difficult to do stuff, but you found a way to make it happen. And so congrats on that.
Y'all want a little 2-minute exclusive real quick?
Yeah, give us one real quick. We got about 15 minutes left. Yeah, let's go.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna take y'all around real quick. All right, so how you turn your camera around? Oh, okay.
I like he just stole Rich phone. He just took it.
Grabbed this whole thing. Here we go. All right, so.
No, you good. Go ahead.
So this all smoky in here, right? I'm running. See my feet? I'm running. See them? All right. Hello, that's gonna be the stage. They still dressing it and everything. So you got all this stuff going. It's all behind the scenes stuff, and they got that going. Man, let me show y'all. I'm learning stuff. This is called crafty. Right here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now see it. So we here right here. I'm finna put a bunch of people in here. They ain't gonna know who y'all are or nothing that's going on. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of people. Y'all ready? All right. Say what's up, bro. What up? That's the brand, bro. One It's Big Red. She don't play. All right. Now she don't play.
Big Red.
All right. That's Bridget. This one. I couldn't do this without her. That's Bridget. That's Big AB. That's Little. That's what that is. My favorite actress in the world right here. That's what I think.
Hey,
I know that's my brother. All right.
Not Rich.
That was a quick. One. Next time I'll be doing detail. But
like, who's that last guy?
Who's that last guy? We don't recognize him. We don't.
Oh man, hey, I love y'all though, man. For real.
No, man. And we pray that too, man. And bro, like I said, man, I believe that somebody go watch this. They got that money to put in what you're doing.
Sure, yeah, man. Somebody going. Yeah, y'all doing it right. So that's, thank you for doing a real movie, not an iPhone movie. Like,
yeah, no, man, we got to do it real. Like these cameras, I'm waiting for them to come in. But man, it's dope.
No, it's all good. Well, y'all check this out. I know we about to start rapping. I'm gonna end this on time today. I'm gonna do an on time ending. So it's 9:48. I'm gonna do this. Let's do a round table around there real quick. Y'all know we like to tell our last words. And then Rich, you always give us a little bit of a word. Are you able to, Rich, to give a little bit of a encouraging word and a benedictory prayer?
Yeah, I can do my same thing. I'm good.
Okay, cool. I know you moving around. And then I'm gonna get past the bill if you don't mind.
He can say
a prayer too, since he in the car. Yeah, since he in the car. I had to I had to hold my headphone over there so y'all can hear him. But yeah. But let's do the round table real quick and go around there, and I'll make my last announcements at the end of it all. And today I'm gonna see if we can end at 10 o'clock. Y'all know we be ending at 10:30. Cool. Let's see. E, you start them off. I can't solo the cameras though, so
it's all right.
I can't solo the cameras like I usually do.
It's all right.
Put you in the center.
Well, we appreciate you guys watching today. Again, share this, put hearts on it, get in the comments. You're looking at creatives in the making. This was an idea Zeke came up with, just did it. You see Rich and his brother together, came up with an idea and just made it happen, this movie. God gave us the opportunity to do things. You got to step out and do it. Don't let anything make you afraid or put you in fear. God is not giving you fear, but power, love, and sound mind. Don't forget to support Ron on the Rock. We love y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey. Rich Holmes, you got anything for the people on today?
Yeah, keep pursuing passion, man. Keep pursuing promise. Keep going forward. Don't forget what God has told you. Always remember what he told you and what he promised you. And know that it's coming to pass. Also tell you to go ahead and learn knowledge, learn some more things. I love what Pastor Bill says. A lot of us just believe. Ain't nothing wrong believing, but it's time to know some things. So I just want to tell you, like I always say, what I always say.
Life is choice driven.
You will live and die
We've been
by the
listening,
choices
Doc.
that you choose to make. So I got a hint for you. Choose life. I love you guys. Talk to y'all next time. Peace.
Hey, and then I'm going. Let me see if I can change my. Let's see where I change it at, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna change my screen here. Y'all see, I'm learning on the go. Settings. That's what we want. We want settings. We want to change the audio to the. I think I can do that. Can y'all still hear me all right? Hopefully y'all can still hear me all right. Pastor Bill, I'm gonna turn the camera on you if I can. Y'all see, I started driving for me. You mind saying a word of prayer for the people or giving them a real quick word? We got about a few minutes left.
Let's pray. You might be driving, but don't bow your head. Together as we go forward with the words that they take root. And may it be fertile in the hearts of those who may hear and not hear, those who participate in the work that you do for us on the day. Let everything that we do manifest your joy. Let it manifest your wisdom. And let you know that we are having in healing, abundance, and the deliverance that has been made available through you for us. Lord, cover every watcher, every viewer, and with your peace, with your care, and with your grace, and to bring us back to the morning, 7:30 a.m. in the name of Jesus, Savior. Thank you for all these things.
Amen. Hey, y'all, I thought Pastor Bill was gonna be on live with me all morning, and the car StreamYard said you can't do that. So we're learning as we go, but I thank you, Pastor Bill, for saying that closing prayer. Thanks to Rich for even being on the road and being on set. I know you're busy and you're working. And Eric, you've done that for the whole week this week, so thank you for that. As y'all can see, I'm out here on the run, on the move, and we're advocating. If you're not doing anything else, y'all, just say a word of prayer for us as we are out there doing the good work. Y'all know that times like these and even events like these, I don't want to speak it out, but it just is what it is, that sometimes, you become a target or whatever. So y'all keep us in prayer in that regard. I don't know what I done did to make Rich the center. Hold on a second. Y'all can't see me. All right. There we go. So yeah, at times there are, at times that makes people a target and stuff. So just, keep us in your prayer as we go on to do the work that we're doing in advocacy in that lane. And then again, tune in with us tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow I got my friend coming on with us, my friend Will C. He's gonna come on board with us. Oh, that's how you do it. It's whoever's in the front. Okay, I get it now. So my boy Will C, Willie Chapman, y'all see him in the comments. He be on here. He's one of the great lock stars. He's one of the original lock stars. He was there before there was a lock star. So he's gonna be on with us tomorrow talking about the work that he does with young men out on the west side of Chicago, with Y men and all that. Like you don't want to miss that conversation. It's a good conversation. If you got young, I won't even just say young boys, because he's also working with the females as well. Like, it's just young youths who are on the west side. He'll talk more about that. He'll tell you his story, where he comes from, and I'm going to try to convince him to run for some sort of office on the west side. So we'll see if we can make him do that. If the lock stars join in, y'all can help in that. But tune in tomorrow. It'll be our last show for the week, and then we'll be back for the weekend. But for today, like I said, man, if you're not sitting at the table, then you're on the menu. So God bless y'all. I love y'all. The Lord keep y'all. Before I go out, I'm going to play one of my favorite songs one more time, just because it's there, and I know how to do it. I'm going to play it one more time just to send you out on a positive note. Actually, because it's my wife's favorite song. Let's do that one. I'll have a happy night. So there we go. So the song Green Light, y'all, one more time. Let that be your prayer today. And then we out of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, Lock Stars. And thank you to LAH Entertainment for covering all the costs for the month of April. We definitely appreciate it. All right, y'all. Check out this song one more time, and then we'll see y'all tomorrow. I think the song gonna play again. Maybe not. Okay, I might have lied. Maybe the song won't play again, y'all. Forget it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm getting out of here. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Peace out.